Oh, did I say that?
What am I witnessing?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Big ass man status.
Sorry, there's football on right now. Playing the parade?
Season 2, baby. Let's get it.
Welcome to Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Thielet.
My name is Graves.
And we're just two dudes who like to yap about sports. Welcome back to Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And yes, it may look stupidly weird today because, yes, I'm in the driver's seat. Isaac's in my seat. Due to some scheduling stuff today, Isaac has to go to work soon to go hang out with the Penguins today.
Yeah.
So he's going to come in and talk some puck just to get like the puck segment out of the way because we got a loaded show coming on as we have Austin Cairns, one half of the two Jagoffs. And he's also does wrestling and a whole bunch of stuff. So today's going to be a little bit of a wrestling football show and a little bit of MLB. You'll see. I'm loving what we're going to be talking about today. But before then, we're going to go talk some puck because you cannot pass up talking about the Penguins. Because holy shit, we're good, Isaac. This is the best we've looked in a long time.
We are on a 6-game winning streak. The longest winning streak in the NHL right now. We are second in the division, only, I think, 6 points behind the Canes right now.
Something around that.
So we're like elite.
Yeah.
This is the best team since 2017.
I would argue. Yeah. Yeah.
This has to be.
Yes. Agreed.
So the Canes have 74 points. We're currently sitting at 67.
Yes.
6-7.
But yeah, so as Isaac said, we are on a winning streak. Let me review these wins. On Thursday, January 29th, Chicago versus Chicago at home, we won 6-2. That was an all-around great performance.
Yeah, and I just need to say this right now. Anthony Mantha, I fucking love you.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the year when we got Mantha and Brazo and all these like guys, like we're like, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Like this is not gonna be good.
They can both be streaky, but like Braz more than Mantha, but they're both great.
Yeah, they're just all around great players.
Braz is under contract for a year after this. Mantha's a free agent. We've got a lot of free agents that we want to keep coming up. We just signed Lizotte.
Yes.
But we have Dewar, Achari, and Mantha.
Out of those three, I think Achari should be our main focus. Get that locked down and done.
Yeah, I think so, because he's just an elite penalty killer.
Yes, and on top of that, he's young.
Well, he's
younger
not really.
for being a penalty killer specialist.
Yeah.
Normally that's like a end of career type of look. I tell you what, it's so weird to look over here and not see the camera in the corner of my eye. I'm just not used to this. Anyways,
now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm like checking 500 fucking things at once. But let's go to our upcoming week. We are home tonight on February 2nd against Ottawa, and then we end our first half a little above first half, or we're at halfway through the year?
We're kind of over it. We'll be 56 games in.
Yeah, so kind of over it, but we're at the halfway point before the Olympic break on February 3rd at no longer Long Island. I miss what you can say. Games were played at Long Island.
Yeah, you kind of still can say.
Yeah, but it's the New York Islanders, and then we're in Buffalo against the Sabres.
Yeah, the Sabres that are in a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not top 3 anymore. They are in a wild card, so
it doesn't matter. Still in the playoffs.
So right now they would play the Lightning. They get pummeled.
Yes, they will get pummeled. But it's the fact that they're in the playoffs, Isaac.
Okay. Since this is the last week before the break, we're gonna look at playoff matchups. So if the season ended today in the East, your playoff matchups would be 1 seed Tampa versus 8 seed Buffalo.
Oh fuck.
2 seed Carolina versus 7 seed Boston.
Okay.
And then in the Metro 2 versus 3, we would have home ice advantage over the Islanders.
Ooh.
Yay.
I don't like that too much.
I don't like that. And then in the Atlantic, it would be Detroit with home ice advantage over Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah. And then in the West, the first seed and President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche would now take on the 8-seeded LA Kings. And
it's your first year without having to play against your owners.
Yeah. That's only going to go worse than all of the Edmonton series.
Yeah, I know.
And then it would be 2-seed Vegas versus 7-seed Anaheim.
Oh, my God.
And then...
all these teams that we said were going to be shit this year, actually not half bad.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the Central, best series of the first round, Minnesota versus Dallas.
Jesus.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
It has to be. They're going to tear each other's limbs off.
That's going to be a good series.
And then Edmonton versus Seattle. Yeah. Seattle's in a playoff spot right now.
This year, and just sports in general,
is weird.
So weird.
The Sharks are 2 points out.
I know. Oh, my God. Even just sports in general this year is weird. So far, in the NFL, we have a team that was the second overall pick this year. Sorry, top 5 pick this year, New England, in the big game.
Yeah.
And then we got all these teams that were bottom the barrel last year.
Actually being kind of good.
Actually not being half bad.
Yeah. And then the Raiders.
Yeah. And hey. Don't worry. If this trend keeps up, there's a chance we might be in playoff baseball season. I know.
Well, now you done fucked it.
I know. Okay, I'm being optimistic about my team. Okay, I want to be a little bit excited. Well, before you head up and go to work, there's one thing that you brought to my attention that it clicked in my brain. We're officially 1 year old.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, we'll officially be 1 year and a couple days old.
Yeah.
This has been fun. It's been a fun year doing this.
This is epic. Yeah.
So, no, this ain't the last of it. You're going to see us for a lot longer, just depending on our schedules. And
oh, yeah. We ain't fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
Even after we graduate, we're still going to be talking stupid shit.
Yeah, so we'll see how everything goes. We just want to say thank you for the past year of everyone who's been watching and everything been going on with this. This has been the most fun I've had doing something.
Oh, yeah.
In a long time. Well, Isaac, I hope you have fun. You might make a little guest appearance a little later, a little cutaway.
Yeah, I probably will.
But until then, this was the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we're going to take a quick little break.
Oh, hey. How's it going? You're probably wondering, why are you here? Okay, so this is actually not going to be the last time you'll see me on this episode. I have at least one other segment to record. I'm editing it right now. But, little disclaimer, I guess I need to be in the driver's seat from now on. Because Thielet, for what seems to be about 25 to 30 minutes, just completely forgot to hit the record button on the camera. So for those of you that are watching the video, this disclaimer won't be in the audio version. So if you want to just go listen to the audio version on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Music, whatever you want to do. Or you can stick around and watch me not really rant, but, just be like, what the hell, Thielet? But yeah, he forgot to record video for a good chunk of this. There is some video. This is actually a really long episode, so. But yeah, this is just me being like, okay, this will be fun to work with. So, yeah. Thanks, Ryan. I'm definitely gonna have some fun with this.
Welcome back to the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name's Ryan Thielet, and as you can see, that's not Isaac. Today, I'm joined by Austin Cairns. Thank you, man.
It's good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for having me on.
He is the one half of the two Jagoffs, or 1/3 if you count the editors and everything else. 1/3, 1/2, and he also does Steel City Commuters.
We did Steel City Commuters. Just had our last episode in December.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he does 880 Wrestling, which is a local indie wrestler, which we'll talk about a little later. They explain why Austin looks the way he does right now. Yeah. But anyways, anything else you want to tell our viewers at home?
No, it's great to be here. Actually, something I will add on is you were on my podcast earlier this year, too, Jagoffs. So I'm returning the favor now. We little cross branding here. Love to see it.
Yeah, love to see it. We're gonna maybe in the intro with the part with Isaac that you saw, I said we're talking MLB. Me and Austin sat down and decided to scrap it this week. You'll hear my thoughts on the Pirates pretty soon. I'm probably going to record something and send it to Isaac and let Isaac plug it in on this episode. But we're going to talk about the big game because, it's that week. It's
that time.
It's about that time, which just make me very sad as a football guy.
Yeah.
That my season's over.
True.
But anyways, we'll get our thoughts on that, go around the league. There's some big news that's going on around the league with head coaches cycles, because this was a wild cycle. And then we'll come back home to talk about some of the coaches that we added to the staff. And a very good question I came up with, and I decided I want to ask Isaac. Not Isaac. I probably should have asked Isaac before we left. But I'm going to ask Austin halfway through. But before then, let's get started with the big game. Big game predictions leading up to it. It's Monday, February 2nd. We are officially 5 days away.
5 days away.
Sorry, I can't do math in my head.
It's okay.
5 days away from the big game. It's Seattle Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on it?
Thoughts or predictions?
Just thoughts. We'll just get started
and
and lead into predictions.
I'm very impressed that it's two relatively new teams in the Super Bowl. It's Sam Darnold's first Super Bowl appearance. It's Drake May's first Super Bowl appearance. So I'm pretty excited to see two new quarterbacks etch their name in history. But I know everybody's throwing out the whole New England stat like, they had the easiest schedule, and Seattle, they're in the NFC West. But, I mean, this is two teams that really fought from down under. New England back-to-back 4-win seasons, Seattle in one of the toughest conferences in football. So I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be a solid game. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are saying.
No, you and me disagree a little bit. The thing about, I'm not even going to bring up their schedule because their schedule is going to be run down our throats for the next couple days.
Oh, yeah.
Especially this week. But what scares me is their pass defense of New England.
I agree.
It's one of the lowest in the league in general throughout the regular season, and it's been the worst in playoff season. So in the postseason, and then when you have receiving core of JSN and Cooper Kupp, I said this on Sideline on last Tuesday, that came out on Thursday, that Cooper Kupp is another quarterback. And what I mean about that, yes, guys, I know, don't bash me. I know, Cooper Kupp is not a quarterback. But the way that I'm explaining this is that he's been in the league for close to 13 years now.
About that, yeah.
He knows these coverages like it's the back of his hand. So what he does is that he runs his route, sees the hole, sits in the hole, Sam Darnold sees him, he catches it, sits down. That's another quarterback right there. And then you got one of the fastest receivers in the league, one of the best route runners in the league, and JSN, who can take the top off any defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to double cover somebody and leave another one open. So which one are you willing to let go? And then you're not even counting Kenneth Walker, the leading touchdown scorer
what a beast
in this
he is,
postseason. Oh, my God.
What a beast K9 is.
Yes, and I was worried for his first year here because he just wasn't that good his first year. And then he just clicked it. It clicked, and he finally found his way. Exactly.
And I feel like the Charbonnet loss, like at first I was worried because I was like, oh my gosh, they're one of the best 1-2 punch combos in the league.
Yes.
And then Charbonnet goes down for the rest of the playoffs, and it's like yikes, K9's all by himself now. What is he going to do? And then he comes out the next week and he just dominates.
Yes.
Every single play, third down, fourth, like every single play. So I don't know. I don't think Seattle really got too much to worry about in that sense. K9's a beast.
K9 is the beast. And look, we'll see. And then I also am worried about the pressure that Mac Jones is not Mac Jones. Sorry, wow.
Mac Jones, wow, blast from the past.
That Drake May is gonna feel because look, if you go back, you and me are pick guys.
We are pick guys.
We've seen him play his 3 to 4 years in college.
Mm-hmm.
He struggled in those big games.
He did,
and that was a well-known thing. And this is the biggest game in all of football.
Right.
So, is he gonna crunch the way he did in college? I have a feeling he will. He doesn't have a strong cast around him. So it's how much of this do you really want to work with?
Of course. See, my thing is, too, because I totally understand, and, like, again, like, the schedule being easy, we mentioned that before, and, like, okay, well, Seattle's defense, I mean, they're one of the most aggressive defenses out there. They're one of the best coming out of the NFC by far. But my thing is with Drake May, too. I mean, he's in this game for a reason. Same with Sam Darnold. And I was actually one of the rare defenders of Drake May coming out of college. I was actually a big fan of him. I liked him slightly more than Jaden Daniels coming out of college. I honestly thought he should have went number 2. That's what I said on 2 Jagoffs a while back. But in this game specifically, I don't even think it's really going to come down to the quarterback play. It's going to come down to on-the-ground play. It's going to come down to the defensive and offensive lines. And in this game, I think Seattle got them beat.
Yeah, I have to agree, too. The Patriots' pass rush is...
It's not good.
It's not
horrible.
good. It is horrible. But anyways, predictions.
Prediction time?
Prediction time. You'll see Isaac's right after Austin. We're going to go cut away and make sure everybody tell Isaac hi. But first, go ahead and get started. Where do you want to go?
Seahawks.
You have a score?
Score? I'll give you 27-24. I think it's going to be relatively close. I think it was Seth Rollins actually on ESPN. He said that the Seahawks were going to blow them out of the water. I hope it's not a blowout for my sake. I actually want to have a nice Super Bowl Sunday. But I do see it being close. I see the Patriots collapsing in the fourth quarter. I was very surprised they got off to a slow start throughout the playoffs, like in the first two quarters, and then they started to kind of trickle back in the late quarters. This game, though, I think it's going to be neck and neck, and then Sam Darnold is going to put the cherry on top.
Yeah. All right. Well, Isaac, go ahead and cut away and get to your prediction.
Hey, just me again, being a dumbass as usual. Anyways, prediction time. So, big games this weekend. Seattle versus New England. I think this is going to be great. The other two dudes, they mentioned the problematic Patriots pass rush. Wow, that is a tongue twister. But I kind of have to agree with them. Yeah, I am going to take Seattle to win this. I think it's actually going to be closer than some people are saying. I'm going to say Seattle takes this one 35-27. That doesn't sound super close, but that's going to be my prediction. Seattle wins the big game, wins their second title, 35-27. Lock it in.
All right, we're back. Thank you, Isaac, for your prediction. Now, here comes mine. I actually have a 35-20 point game.
Ooh, okay.
15-point difference.
Wow.
I just don't see New England's offense keeping up.
That's fair.
I just don't see that, especially with an aggressive defense.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see a lot of man coverage, zone blitzes off the corner that Drake May hasn't seen all year. Because, granted, the only team that ran corner blitzes was the Steelers. Mm-hmm. And our corners weren't fast enough to get in. They weren't able to get that pressure in week 2 of the season.
Fair.
So, no one runs a blitz like that except Seattle. Mm-hmm. And it's been a well-known thing that slot corner blitz from Seattle has killed quarterbacks all year.
I have a question for you. So, do you think let's just break this down offensively. Let's just say if you're in the room with the New England Patriots, how are you scouting out the Seattle defense? What are you going to tell the offense you need to do? Do you need to run the ball efficiently? Do you need to pass the ball efficiently? Short pass, deep pass? What are you doing if you're the Patriots offense? Like, how do you pick apart the Seahawks defense?
Yeah, so what I had to pick apart is
what would you do?
So the aggressive corner play.
Okay.
That's an RPO heaven type of move right there. Mm-hmm. You, as a quarterback who came out of college, his best thing was the RPO. Mm-hmm. He knew exactly how to run it. North Carolina was really good with the RPOs for so long, except when they played Pitt because it always struggled against us. But
yeah.
But the thing about it, you see that corner blitz coming down. Drake May's smart enough to make the right decision there. Even then, have Drake May, who is sneaky fast for being as big guy as he is, pull the ball away. You got to do some stuff to move the eyes of the defense. You can't be Mike Vrabel's special offense where it's you line up in an I formation or in a single back, and then you just go from there. Like, you have to move receivers, send the motion in, let the receiver pull the eyes of the safety. You gotta pull the cap safety, which is the top of the zone. You have your cap. So I call it the cap. I don't know what other people call it. Yeah. So you have to pull the cap off, which is that you throw your other receiver to try and throw not like a pick, but a different type of a route to pull the eyes of him and then go the opposite way. You have to do different things. And then the offensive line, you have to communicate right off the bat. You have to mic the linebacker, set up your blocks from there. Because I'll tell you what, Seattle's going to change it like this. Mm-hmm. The entire time, their defense does not stay still. So you have to double it up, figure out where you want to be.
Of course, and getting the RPO going too, you need to run the ball efficiently early on. You got to establish a run game, and that's what worries me about New England. That's why I wanted to ask you that question, because I get it got progressively better throughout the season, but I'm worried about that run game. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball at all in Seattle.
I don't think they can be able to hold on to the football.
That's a good point, too. How many fumbles did Henderson and Stevenson have this year? Too many.
Too many. Almost 9 against us.
That's ridiculous.
Or 5, whatever. It was some high number against us.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Steelers won that game is because of that.
Yeah.
But anyways, like it's gonna come down to that. So I don't know about you. I'm not a betting man, but I do like to make fun prop bets for the pod.
Not that big of a bet, man, but I'll be one today. Why not?
All right.
Let's do it.
We're going to do 3 prop bets, 3 live prop bets of players and everything else.
Okay.
And then we're going to do some fun ones like cut of the Gatorade, over under on Super Bowl time.
I like it.
And stuff like that. So the way we do it on this podcast, yes, we could use sports books and see what the actual over under is. But we set our own limits because that's just how the fuck we run here.
We can swear?
Yeah, we can swear.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, lay it out.
I was waiting.
I tell you what, Isaac has so much fun editing my voice the entire time because it's just. Isaac's probably bleeping my voice right now just to with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just how.
You can stop, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
So, anyways, we like to swear. Just lay it out there.
There we go.
All right, let's get this going. We're gonna do prop bets. I am actually gonna go under on rushing yards for New England at 175.
Under?
Yes.
I'm easily taking the under.
What are you? Is there one that you want to pick?
For
Like prop bets. So like what we'll do
Okay.
is that you'll pick your own and
Yeah.
go from there.
oh, okay. So just like any kind of bet.
Any type of bet.
Okay, so it's a good one. Maybe over under how many field goals they kick. New England's been kicking a lot of
Both
field goals
field
throughout the playoff.
So you're taking the over under in how many?
I'm gonna take the over.
And how many?
Is it based on points or like how many total?
How many total?
We'll say 3.
3? I got
3.
you.
We'll go 3.
All right, and then I'm actually going to take the over on Sam Darnold yards. Right now, I want to say they're set at 210.
Okay.
I'm going to take the over on that. I think JSN's going to have a fucking day.
Well, you know what? I'll give you another one then. Drake May under 250.
Agreed. I actually really like that.
Drake May under 250.
Isaac, you can go ahead and give your prop bets because I know you're eager to give yours right now.
Got that right, bud. Yeah, let's give out some prop bets. First one for me, JSN over 100 receiving yards. I think that's a pretty easy one. Some people may say that's high, but I'm going to go with that. I'm also going to take the Seattle defense for over 2.5 sacks total, not just one player, but the entire defense. And then I will take a New England prop to satisfy those fans. Give me Travion Henderson for an anytime rushing touchdown. That's what I got. Let's keep editing this and see how many stupid inserts I have to put in for these guys until they get their video back.
Now, let's get to the fun ones. So we can do the basic ones. What color Gatorade do you think is going to be this year?
I think it's going to be red.
You think
I have a feeling it's going to be red. Yeah, what was it last year?
I think it was purple last year.
It was purple?
Yes.
I'm trying to go based off the logo because like it's in San Francisco, it's in the Bay Area. I think it's going to be red. Like a nice tropical punch.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I think.
I think I'm going to go, I've been in a real good blue raspberry type of kick
Ooh.
with everything I've been having.
Yeah.
Like, I originally got a Ninja Creamy from a work event that I got in a raffle, and we're in the middle of me and my partner trying to find a way to make blue raspberry ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going through all these things. I just had a blue raspberry drink, and I think I'm going to go blue for blue raspberry this year. I can go ahead and give yours out, and now national anthem time.
There we go.
I forget who's singing it this year. It's Green Day, isn't it?
Is
National
it Green Day?
anthem?
I know they're opening for Bad Bunny.
Yes. Oh, that's going to be so good.
I'm so excited for it. I was actually listening to Green Day on the way in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Charlie Puth
Charlie Puth.
is now singing the national anthem for this year.
Okay.
Pop star. His songs run around 3.5 normally. Where are you feeling? An over, under?
I want to hear yours first.
I'm taking the over at 3 minutes. I'm
Over?
thinking so our set limit is 3 minutes. I'm taking the over.
They always draw it out.
Yeah, they do.
They always draw it out. Give me the over 2, honestly.
Yeah.
They draw the national anthem out so much.
All right. So now I know it's that time of year. It's commercial season.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Are you excited for these commercials this year?
As long as they're not as weird as last year, yes.
Oh,
there
God.
were so many weird ones.
So many weird
Did you see
ones.
the AI one from last year?
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
oh my gosh, I had all those different faces on the screen. I was
It
like,
was
what am I
so weird.
watching? What the hell
Hey,
is this?
we're gonna get movie ones this year.
That is true.
We're gonna get some massive movie ones. But I think that's gonna be it for a big game. So if there's anything else Isaac wants to add, he'll add it in here. All right, thank you, Isaac. And now let's go around the league.
There we go.
So let's go to your team.
Oh gosh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Now, yes, his name of his podcast is Two Jagoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He wears black and gold.
I do.
He's from the Pittsburgh area,
You know it.
but he's not a Steeler fan?
Not the slightest. I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan.
What a fucking team to pick.
The long story, because I don't want to explain the whole story, but long story short, it's because of Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that
Big
makes
pick
sense.
guy, love Larry Fitzgerald, and he made me stuck with this depressing team. So I've been a Cardinals fan since.
Well, you guys made a good move for the change. For a change.
Well, the coach, yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
So
We
you want
did.
to go and talk about your feelings on this new coach?
Yeah, this is my first time talking publicly about this. Mike LaFleur, I'm a big fan of him. He's part of the McVay-Shanahan tree, so I think it's going to be really cool. Obviously, the brother of Matt LaFleur, Green Bay Packers head coach. We needed an offensive-minded head coach because the last two coaches we had were both defensive-minded. And nothing against Jonathan Gannon, but I just don't think Gannon was the right head coach for us. And it was obvious he didn't work well with Kyler Murray. We're probably going to move on from Kyler Murray if they can even get past this contract, this awful contract that they signed him to. But this is, I think, a good new beginning for us. We're still going to be one of the bottom barrel teams. I'm not going to be Matt Palangi or Nicholas Brown saying my Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're not going nowhere. We're going to be at 5 wins at best. But I think this is a really good move for the future. This is the most optimism I have had in the offseason so far.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you. I mean, you guys got a lot of holes. You got to figure out your O-line. You got to
Yep.
figure out your D-line. You don't have a quarterback right now.
No.
And you have, what, one promising receiver?
One, maybe two. Michael Wilson's pretty solid.
And then your running
Yeah.
backs is just...
And that was a train wreck this past year.
Yeah.
5 running backs went down.
Yes.
It was awful. I will say we do have 2 young rookie sensation corners, one of them being Will Johnson. So I loved our rookie corner tandem that we had. So we're going to be building young on our defensive core this year, but offense is what we need to focus on going into the rest of this offseason and the draft. I think LaFleur's the guy for it. LaFleur's a good scout.
So now, your team and my team
Yes.
are in the same position with quarterbacks.
Correct.
I'm not going to ask you the question I want to ask you because that makes sense.
Mhm.
But we're in the same spot. I know what I want as a quarterback and what I want to do. Where do you want to do for your team as the quarterback position? Do you want someone young? Do you want a free agent? Or do you want to just ride it out with a backup and get a high pick next year?
Well, I mean, we kind of did do that this past year if you think about it. We benched Murray and we had Jacoby Brissett for the rest of the year. So we kind of already rolled with a backup, and I don't see the point of doing it another season in a row. If you're going to get your guy, go get him now. You have the number 3 overall pick in the draft. Obviously, the Jets and Raiders are ahead of you. Mendoza's probably easily going to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
Jets are probably going to take someone else at 2. So are you really leaving anyone solid at number 3? Like, is Shambles really worth taking? Is Ty Simpson really worth taking at number 3? I don't think so. So if I'm the Cardinals, I wouldn't mind looking in the free agent market. There's a lot of solid guys out there that are going to be given second chances, like a Mac Jones, like a Malik Willis is probably going to get paid. If you really want to trade for someone, you can probably make a big trade too. I just don't see the purpose in the Cardinals running another year back with Jacoby after getting the same results as last year.
Agreed. So you mentioned a trade. There's
Yes.
one quarterback that could be up for a trade.
Oh, please don't say it, because I've seen it all on social media.
Kirk Cochains. Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I thought you were going to say Tua, because I saw a lot
No,
of people
I
have
am-
Tua and Murray. I'm like, no, please. Please no.
No. I will not wish that on you.
Please don't.
How do you feel about possibly giving up at most a 3rd or 4th round draft pick for Kirk Cousins to come in and take over?
Would we have to take on his contract?
Probably. Or at least pay some of it.
See, it's risky because we're also going to be stuck paying Murray's awful contract, so that's 2 of the worst contracts in the NFL right now, taken on at once. So, I mean, like, if I'm Monty, I would consider it because I think Cousins is still a solid quarterback. He can get you some wins. Obviously, he's not a franchise guy anymore. He's past his prime now, but I would much prefer Cousins over Murray, to answer your
Okay.
question. Yes, much
And
over
then
Murray.
what do you see in Malik Willis that made you a little optimistic about him coming in? Because, look, we haven't
Yeah.
seen much of him.
No, we haven't. But anytime he took the field this year with Green Bay, he was poised with confidence. Every time he went out there, he was getting wins. He was making plays. Honestly, at times he looked better than Jordan Love. And Jordan Love was red hot start of the season. So I think Malik Willis reminds me a lot of what Geno Smith did in his last year in Seattle. Like, he lit it up to the point where, okay, you're good enough to be a starter and get paid, but who knows where it's going to go. It's kind of that uncertainty.
So do you think Malik Willis was only good because of the staff around him? Or
You can make that point. I think the attributes are there to where he can grow with another team and with the right system. Like, I think a Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota would be perfect for Malik Willis. I think maybe even Pittsburgh would be a solid fit.
Yes.
But it depends. Like, if he goes to Arizona, I think he's going to plummet. If he goes to Miami, he's going to plummet. If he goes to New York, he's definitely going to plummet. So
anyway,
it just all depends on
New York.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers plummeted in New York.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I mean,
If he plummeted there, anyone's going to. But no, it all depends on the situation. It all depends on what coaches are built around him.
so let's keep it on the coach's tree. Joe Brady has been promoted from OC
Yes.
to head coach in Buffalo. What are your thoughts on that?
I was so I was the person that came out and said when Sean McDermott was fired, he should not have been. That was my take on it. I don't think Sean McDermott did enough to deserve to be fired. I believe that he had multiple winning seasons with the Buffalo Bills and with Josh Allen. He was one of the reasons why Josh Allen has been so successful and has progressively got better every single year since his rookie year. I mean, we look at his rookie year, Ryan. I mean, everybody wanted Josh Allen out of the league. They called him a bust that rookie year. And they wanted McDermott gone too. So I don't think getting rid of him was the right move. But out of all the coaches that you're going to sign, Joe Brady is the one that is the most comfortable with Josh Allen already. He's the most comfortable and confident with this system. And when you have a team that's ready to win now and wants to win now, you don't want to go out there and change up the system. Obviously, they're not getting anywhere. They're not making it past the championship game. They're not making it to anytime soon. But maybe changing this coach and maybe changing up the scenery just slightly, just a slight touch, maybe that'll benefit him. But I like it. I like the move.
You mentioned a winning season.
Yes.
What do you feel a winning season is? A
winning season? Well, it depends on the team, honestly. Like, if it's my Cardinals, getting to the playoffs is good enough.
For Buffalo?
For Buffalo? I mean, at this point, it got to be a man. I mean, look what is it, 0-4 against Mahomes now when it matters most? I think this was the year Buffalo was supposed to win the championship, because you think about it, right? Joe Burrow was not in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes was not in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson was not in the playoffs. Out of all the years that Josh Allen could have capitalized and went far in the AFC, this was the year to do it. Now, obviously, this team wasn't as good as it was in previous years, which I totally understand. But honestly,
that's an understatement.
This was the year that it should have been your team. It should have been you. And at this point, the window's just slowly closing.
Now, the reason I asked that question to you and everyone's having like, why the fuck did you ask that question, Ryan? is because of this. Yes, you mentioned that a winning season for them was winning the game.
Yep.
That's why he was fired. He is not a coach that can take you to the next step. Because honestly, he had Mahomes 3 out of the 4 games they played. There was one game where they outright won the game.
That's fair. Good point.
So, it's the same thing that we just went through here with Tomlin. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over. They learned for what Pittsburgh did for so many years with Mike. They're like, okay, we got to cut this and move on. That's why I'm okay with them firing Sean McDermott.
Right.
Do I think it was shocking? Very much so. Now, with me sitting down and actually thinking about it some more, I had, we're almost about to hit a week and a half of this happening?
Yeah, about a week and a half.
And I watched the interview on McAfee, how connected the GM and the coach was and the owner. So much different than what the post-season interview was. It's like, okay, I think this is going to be something really good here.
Yeah, and you could tell that Josh Allen seems a lot more happier, too, because it was clear that he was sitting in on every single interview, because obviously he's the quarterback of this team.
Yes.
Former MVP. So, he has to have some sort of say in, okay, what direction is the franchise going to go from here? But, I mean, the thing, too, is with Tomlin, Tomlin and Harbaugh, when was the last time they even made a conference championship game? It's been too long for both of them. McDermott at least made it recently. That's my only reason why I kind of give more credit to McDermott than I do those two coaches. But I understand where you're coming from. I think Joe Brady, though, out of every signing they could have had, best one by far.
Oh, for sure.
Best one by far.
But with the coaching pool you have, you might as well bring in a guy that's worked with Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's going to call plays. He's already said he's going to call plays, which I love the fact that he's going to...
Homegrown talent.
Yeah. And then he's going to bring up a young coach under him just to coordinate that offense. I think the Bills are not going to fall any further. A couple other head coaching changes. Let's go to my division. We have 2 of them. We got Jesse Minter hired as the Ravens' next head coach.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That makes me scared. I think that's a better hire than what we did. Jesse Minter, for everyone who does not know where he's from, he was the former Chargers defensive coordinator, because he was also with Harbaugh with Michigan. That whole bullshit happened.
Yeah.
That's why probably you said, oh, boy, too.
That's exactly why I said, oh, boy. I mean, hey, defense is going to get better. That's one thing. That defense is going to get so much better now. That's going to be scary.
I think their offense needs more help than their defense.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
So that's why I'm so shocked they went the defensive route.
Do you think Baltimore's going to get better or worse with it now?
Worse.
You think worse? I think so, too.
And I think this is Lamar Jackson's last year.
Oh, okay.
I think Lamar's going to get sick of it and be like, I want the fuck out of here. Give me an offensive guy who want to work with me.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, we were talking about Josh Allen a second ago. Like, at least Allen had someone he's already familiar with, working with now. I mean, Lamar is going to have to completely change up everything that he had going for him.
Granted, yes, he worked with Harbaugh for so many years and probably talked to Harbaugh.
Yeah.
But it's not the same of being in the trenches
Nope.
with you and sitting in the room and stuff like that. You just can't replace that. And now let's go to the worst franchise in the league, the Cleveland Browns.
I'm surprised they didn't say my team.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
There we go.
There's always at the end of the day,
Yes.
there's always Cleveland.
It is always Cleveland. Let's talk about this dumpster fire.
Yeah. So the Browns hired Todd Moken as their head coach. He's an old head coach.
He's very old.
So let me go through his little career overview. As of right now, Todd Moken is experienced American football coach. This is what he gave me. It's a Cleveland Brown coach. Now his experience. He was offensive coordinator for the Ravens from 2023 to 2025 and the Buccaneers from 2016 to 2018 and the end of a receiving coach for the 2007 to 2010 Jacksonville Jaguars. He was also at Georgia from 2020 to 2022 where he won back-to-back championships, and then he's at Southern Miss from 2013 to 2015. But the only thing that I don't like about this, going into next year, he's going to be 60 years old.
Yeah. How about that? I'm not a fan of this hire at all. I mean, you have 2 quarterbacks going into their sophomore years on rookie deals. You have, 3 first-round picks this year, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Yeah, you have 3 first-round picks this year. Cleveland should be set up for success, but, I mean, you saw the meme Myles Garrett posted. He doesn't want this. Nobody wants this.
No, nobody's happy about this.
Nobody at all.
And I'll tell you, I don't think him and Storr are going to mix well.
Not at all. No.
I don't see this working, and I don't see Storr after this year.
No, you don't. I would be surprised if Shador's gone by the trade deadline.
No, same. So they have the number 6 round pick and the round 1 6th pick, round 1 24th overall pick via Jacksonville Jaguars. They have a 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 3 5s, 1 6 and 1 7 via Seattle, Chicago, Bengals, and Raiders.
A lot of picks.
A lot of picks.
Now, are they going to even use them for anything? Probably
not.
No, probably not. No. Poor Myles Garrett.
They're just, I don't even want to say poor Myles Garrett at this point.
Well, this is how I feel so bad because, like, if you write down the Browns' accolades in terms of individual players and individual coaches, it's going to sound like a super team. Hear me out. You have a young sensation tight end.
Yes.
Right? You have one of the best defensive players of all time.
Yes.
You have arguably a top 5 corner.
Yep.
You had a former 2-time Coach of the Year winner on your team.
Arguably, him in Atlanta is going to be fucking scary.
It's going to be very scary.
I think him and Michael Penix, match made in heaven down there.
Oh my God, it's going to
For
be
the
great.
first time in his career, he has a competent coach, a competent quarterback that can move.
Yeah.
It's going to be scary because his style is very RPO, and if my quarterback can run, you are fucked.
I'm not even too impressed with the Michael Penix and Kevin Stefanski connection. I'm impressed to see what Bijan Robinson's going to do.
Oh, I know.
That's what I want to see because look what Nick Chubb did with Stefanski. Imagine what Robinson's going to do.
And then on top of that, you have Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
I think Kyle Pitts is going to thrive in this new offense.
Oh, yeah.
That's why if you're a fantasy football player like me, that is a guy that I'm.
Final year to take Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, I took him last year.
You did? Was he?
He was okay. And then the half the year. And then you know that game when he put up like 50-some points?
Yeah.
He was on my bench. So
always happens like that.
That pretty sums up my fantasy football season in a nutshell right there. But yes, that's a guy I would be like, oh, that's gonna be a nice diamond in the rough type of pick. But let's kick it back to Cleveland. I think they're screwed.
No, they're done. They'll be lucky to get 3 wins, honestly.
And then we're gonna be number 1 overall pick again.
Yep.
And God, I hope we don't see Manning twice a year.
Oh my gosh, Arch, I forgot about that. Yeah, because he's staying back. So
yeah.
I could actually see that.
I don't.
Damn you put that in my thoughts now.
I don't see that happening.
You don't?
I think it's going to be Eli Manning all over again. I think the old man Arch is going to get into his grandson's ear, and then Peyton's going to get in his ear, Eli's going to get in his ear, and Cooper. What a group to be like, hey, this ain't smart. Finally get out of this.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
Now, a couple other news headlines that I thought were news headlines that I want to talk about. we are officially 1 week removed since the Hall of Fame scandal came out.
One way to put it.
Yeah, and are they recounting? I think they're going to revote.
They have to.
They have to. But as of right now, as of February 2nd, it's a Monday, it's 3:30 p.m., Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. An 8-time champion.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again. 8-time champion.
I think you need to say it one more time.
8-time champion. There are WWE superstars in their respective Hall of Fames for winning half of many champions in that.
Sometimes none.
Sometimes none. And then there's coaches that have a fraction of wins that are in there.
Yeah.
But somehow the guy with 8, 4 as a head coach, 4 as a coordinator, and arguably, I'll give it about 5 years, he's going to add a natty ring to that hand of his. Yeah, I see it happening.
You do?
I see it happening.
Okay.
I am fully convinced that it's going to happen. But anyways,
Well, if Bill Cowher is in there, then Bill Belichick should be in there.
Yeah,
Let's
agreed.
just be honest.
I agree. Oh, whoa.
I love Bill Cowher.
I was going to say, as a Yinzers, we love him.
Hey, he went to Carlington. I went to
Yeah.
Carlington too.
Yeah, so...
Go Cougars.
Yeah, I'm a Titan. I'm from West Mifflin. Yeah, so...
Hmm.
Hey, whoa. Don't hate.
I didn't say anything. I just shrugged my shoulders.
You're speaking.
I'm just my neck, you know.
Yeah,
Just-
you're
just-
right. You're
just-
right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to readjust myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
all.
whatever.
That's all.
But I hate this.
You do?
I mean, I grew up hating Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Because just of the Steelers-Patriots rivalry of the 2010s.
Yeah.
That's just, I was head and saying, fuck you, Bill Belichick, fuck Tom Brady, fuck the Patriots, they fucking ruin my season every year. That's just how it was, because
Yeah.
I'm from a blue-collar family. We are, when it comes to the Steelers, it is cutthroat.
Steelers or die.
Steelers or die.
Yep.
So that's why I know we're not actual rivals with them. Well, we pretty much should be in this point. But so now I'm older and I'm starting to get into the media. You get that media mindset. And I grew to respect Brady, Kraft, and Belichick. Now, is there scandals like Spygate, the quote-unquote Deflategate thing that happened, everything else that, there's a lot of shit that happened to that Patriots team that I'm not going to mention. But, yes. But you guys, his performance and what he's done for the game, how the hell is he not in?
It's BS. There is no other way to describe it. It is total BS. How do you leave Bill Belichick out?
Yes.
That's like leaving Nick Saban out. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot leave Bill Belichick
Which,
out.
by the way, in my opinion,
Yeah?
Saban should be in the Hall of Fame for pros.
I think so, too.
For how many pros he's produced,
Mhm.
everything else he's done for NFL football and the college level, hell yeah, he should be an NFL Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure.
That's just my opinion. That's not a popular opinion. Because it was like, Saban struggled in Miami. It didn't go well. They were on the edge of being good. It's just, he got a really good job at LSU.
Yeah.
No,
Or no, it's
it was Bama. He left to go to Bama.
yeah.
Which, hindsight 2020, very, very good move.
Don't blame him at all for
Yeah,
it.
I don't blame him at all. But anyways, I think Bill Belichick should have been in the Hall of Fame.
I fully agree. There is no other. I mean, you said it, 8-time champion. How many playoff wins? How many regular season wins? I mean, everything Bill Belichick has done. He's the greatest head coach that's ever coached in the NFL by far. It's not even close. There is no reason why he shouldn't be in there. And I'm pretty sure, what was it? It was a 49 out of 50 count, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So there was like one less voter, and then he would have been in.
Yes.
That is just BS, man. That's so bad.
So I want to talk about the voters. I'm a baseball fan.
Yeah.
The press has say in the MLB, NBA, and they have a little say in the NFL one. As two people that are in the media, I done writing. I work for the news, a radio station. You have your podcast. We have our own podcast. We do shit in the media.
Yep.
Do you feel the right to say that a certain player should go in the Hall of Fame?
Do I have the right to say so?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I don't see why
Do you
not.
think your vote should, what I'm trying to get at is that
Wait, you're talking about like, do you think like my opinion validates more than someone else's?
Yes.
Like an NFL? Well, not in that case. No, not for a media person.
so like look at the MLB. How many of those writers cost each row his unanimous decision, which I thought that was the most bullshit thing in the whole world.
Yeah,
And then Barry Bonds not being in,
that's BS.
and because sit there and talk about it, he's had a Hall of Fame career without the steroids.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
I couldn't.
You
Yeah.
go ahead. Yes, you heard me. That's what I said. That as a guy who's, are we not recording the video? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, yes, we are back with the video.
36 minutes. You recorded 36 minutes without video. I'm going back in the driver's seat next week.
My name is Ryan Thielet. This is Austin. Yes, he's wearing a neck brace.
I'm in
We'll
a
explain
neck
that later. Yes, Isaac, go ahead and have so much fun with his editing. But anyways, like I was saying beforehand, Barry Bonds had a Hall of Fame career.
Mhm.
I don't think I should have a right as a media guy to say, you're not allowed to be in the Hall of Fame because I don't like you. That's basically where we're at right now.
And the other thing is too, like I'm pretty sure, like when it comes to like other votings in other sports too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they put name to face or like on who they're voting for?
Yes.
Why are they not revealing who voted for Bill Belichick not being in it? Like,
Agreed. Like,
why
why-
can't we see who did it? Like why can't we ask you and press you on it?
Yes, like why is this being like some secret source that nobody knows?
There's no reason for it to be secretive.
No, not even the East Room was secretive. We knew who did that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the guy's name because that's honestly how irrelevant
Yeah.
it is now. But as we sit here now, like I think each league should have their own little committee filled with former players, former owners, former executives that sit and know this game, been in the game day in and day out to understand what it means to be a Hall of Famer in their respective leagues.
I agree.
I don't think us as press should have any say in the Hall of Fame.
No, because we can talk about as much as we know about football, break down every play, every motion, everything that happens, but we're not going to know it better than the guy that's been out there doing it for 20 plus years.
Yeah,
Like,
and exactly on top of that, there's a reason you and me are in the media and not
yeah.
on a football field, hockey, on the ice for hockey or playing baseball. I rode the bench my whole high school career playing baseball, except JV baseball, but there was a reason I do media.
I mean, I don't even need to explain. Look what I'm wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a reason why I'm not in sports.
Yeah, there's a reason we don't play the sports anymore.
No.
And hopefully you watch the pod games. We're not that athletic.
That's also why I called that game.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think we should have a say in it.
Yeah. Not at all. Not at all.
All right, as we're going to continue talking about other things, one more hot topic before we get back to our home here at Pittsburgh, the Pro Bowl.
Man, you're just hitting me with bad news after bad
I
news.
know. We'll get to the good stuff soon, but these are just hot topic stuff that it's been on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about, and I figured if we have a fresh face, might as well see what he feels.
It's awful. It is awful. It's funny because I liked what the NBA All-Star Game did where they changed it up a couple years ago where they were making a play for different charities and stuff like that because you could tell they were actually playing for something.
Yeah.
But it feels like within the Pro Bowl, especially now that it's a flag football game, they're not playing for anything. Like, who really wants to watch a bunch of grown men play flag football in all these games? I mean, it's cool I get it. It's cool for the experience if you're actually there and obviously the children that are watching. I love to see that. I love to see the women's representation too with the flag football game that they were playing beforehand and in between the halves and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, what the Pro Bowl used to be compared to what it is now, it is pathetic.
Yes, and Pro Bowl used to mean something.
It used to.
You and me grew up in the era of Sean Taylor, Ed Reed in the Pro Bowl, all these guys that would fucking kill you.
Especially Sean Taylor.
Yeah, like we all know about that hit in Hawaii.
That's what I thought about as soon as you said it.
So like we grew up in this, we grew up in these eras where they played football, and yes, did they make less money than these players are making now? Yeah, but you're playing football. You're playing football. You're gonna get cracked.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is supposed to be the best of the best, why are you worried about getting hit? No one's gonna really kill you.
Makes no sense. Makes no damn sense. I will say though, I'm not trying to hate on Shador for anything, but I will say the fact that he's chosen as a Pro Bowl is just laughable.
Oh, him and Joe Flacco.
That's laughable.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's very much laughable. It's like all these guys who are 10, 15-time Pro Bowlers that got in the Hall of Fame because they were just good, but they weren't good enough to win the big game. It's like a slap in the face for them.
Yep.
I mean, I could name, okay, Dan Marino, local guy, pick guy, never won a Super Bowl, but has all these Pro Bowlers, Pro Bowl things.
Yeah.
This is a slap in the face to his career. Right now, as we sit here.
Yeah, because you're giving a guy who, had 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions a Pro Bowl appearance now? And Shador Sanders, and then you have a guy in Dan Marino who, like you said, historic career, it's just shitting on his legacy.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. You're shitting on the guy's legacy.
I agree. I think, do I think it should be scrapped? No, because you still got to have the players earn for something on shit teams. Or you're going to have shit product. But you got to tell these guys to buckle up and fucking deal with it, in my opinion. And yes, we are 2 media guys. Don't take the hits every 18 straight weeks of the season. But you still got, it means something. You can't wash it down because you don't want to be touched. Like, what the like, this is football.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Like, this ain't soccer. Like, come on.
No, and I get it. Like, the NFL's an entertainment business at the end of the day. We've learned that even here in school. Like, they told us that, the NFL is becoming an entertainment business.
That's what's the first thing told to us now in classes.
Yeah, it's literally NFL, MLB. They're all becoming entertainment. So, yes, in that asset, they are entertaining, which good on them. They're making a shit ton of money off of it. So, kudos to them on that. But I mean, just for the enjoyment process and watching back compared to old stuff and looking at it now, it's like, this is not the same, man. This is not what we grew up watching.
No, it is not.
And it's not even nostalgia. It's just, come on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's peel it back and let's go to Pittsburgh.
Yes,
we are officially under a new era. New era here. I'm very torn about this, but from an outside looking in, you're not a Steelers fan. You don't ride and die the way I do with this team. How do you feel about this hire, and what do you want to see as an offense coordinator?
I think the Steelers they were missing an offensive-minded coach primarily for this team for quite some time, so I think Mike McCarthy is going to fit that role in that regard. But, I mean, we take a look back at the last 2 coaches that were hired. Bill Cowher was hired at 35 years old. Mike Tomlin was hired at 35. You know how old Mike McCarthy is?
50.
50. I'm not 100% sure I fully agree with them going with an older head coach. I believe there was a lot better younger options out there. But, I mean, Pittsburgh needed to move on from Tomlin. That's something we can both agree on. They needed to move on from Tomlin.
Should have happened 5 years ago.
Should have happened many years ago. I called it after the Buffalo game. I said, he got to go. He got to go after that wild card loss. Credit was Mason Rudolph, but still. I think this is going to be a solid hire. At first, I hated this hire. I'll be honest with you. I absolutely hated this hire. I was like, what are you doing? He's a Dallas Cowboy guy. He bad last season in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to do anything for him. But the more I listen about it and the more that I see what he's doing, bringing in different coordinators, which we'll probably talk about in a little bit, the more the culture I've seen him build, it all depends on how he treats the quarterback and how he treats the offense. If he can treat the quarterback and the offense primarily different than what we saw from Arthur Smith and what we saw from Mike Tomlin, then I think they're going to be set up solid. But do I believe they're going to go anywhere? I don't think they're going to get past the first round still. I don't believe they're going to get past the wild card game. They still have a lot of pieces they need to fix. The fact that he had the highest paid defense last year and one of the worst defenses last year, I just can't get behind that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm torn about this. You know, at first, yes, I was very pissed off. I was like, what are we doing?
Cowboy guy, yeah.
No, not even that he's a cowboy guy. It's just the fact of the age. And I've always been the guy that says, I'd say this about college too. We got to get younger in the building. We got to get younger in the pit building. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, we here for 2 hours talking about that.
Yeah, but I said I want a young guy. I want this young mindset. I want a Kyle Shanahan type of coach. I want a young guy. I want somebody that's exciting, the spread offense, the West Coast, the RPOs. Like, I want that. I don't want... Yes, Mike McCarthy does run the West Coast, which I was very happy that he's still going to run that. But it's at the same point, you're not young. And when you have a relatively young team, It just makes no sense to me.
It doesn't, especially because you see the new wave of coaches that's coming in. I mean, Kubiak, young. LaFleur, young. Ben Johnson, young. Liam Cohen, young.
Yeah.
McDonald up in Seattle, young. Even over in Carolina, like every coach that we're seeing with teams that are getting better and better every year, they're younger head coaches. They're younger guys.
Even Kevin O'Connell's younger. Sean McVay is young. He's what? The youngest coach to win the Super Bowl?
Youngest coach,
in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what? Like, are we like?
Again, I don't think it's a step back, but I don't think it's a step forward.
I don't think it's a step forward either.
I think it's just Tomlin 2.0.
I don't think it's like that.
You don't think so?
I think we're gonna at least win a playoff game in 10 years.
10 years, okay.
But look, now, yes, he's bringing in people. Not what do I want as OC? I want our future as the OC. I want a guy in his early 30s. Yes, you heard me. In early 30s, head offensive coordinator. Now let me explain. Is this early 30-year-old going to have experience?
Maybe,
maybe not. McCarthy's already calling plays. He came out and said on the McAfee show he's calling plays. He said in his press conference he's calling plays. So the bulk of the job of offensive coordinator already wiped out because McCarthy wants to call plays. I'm okay with that if you're hiring a young OC. Now what this OC is doing, building his own offensive scheme, building his own team around it, finding what he likes and what doesn't he like. And on top of that, he's also going to pay attention to the defensive side. Because, look, we brought in a defensive coordinator that's older, so he's not going to be our future.
Nope.
So, which I'll announce who that is. We already know who it is because we're not national media. But anyways, yes, So I want a young guy that can connect with the young quarterback that we have, and young everything else.
Kind of like the Buffalo situation with Joe Brady.
Exactly what Buffalo. Joe Brady's 35 years old right now. You don't see that anymore. So I would love that exact thing to happen here. Now, if that's the plan that's not communicated to us, boy, oh boy, Art Rooney, you're a genius. But from the outside looking in, not knowing what our future is, it's a little unsettling. So now, is this a football first world problem because we've been so good for so many years? Yeah. Are we Cleveland? No. But it's just the fact of not knowing is what's scaring everybody. And everyone has that ideology that we're in the middle of doing our insanity thing, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Now, let's get to the
never-ending cycle. It's just a never-ending cycle.
Never-ending cycle. And we're tired of it. We're in the middle of that right now in baseball, and we're ready to
That's the cycle that's going on a lifetime.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be telling my kids about this.
Yeah, exactly. So now let's get to the defensive side. Steelers hired former Las Vegas defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. He was there since 2022. He has had 4 head coaches in 4 years. He's worked for the 2012 Patriots, who beat Seattle as a linebacker coach.
Whew. You want my opinion?
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it.
I love this.
I love this hire.
I like it because the Raiders were one of the worst teams, actually the worst team last year because they had the number 1 overall pick. And yet that defense, who probably should have been a bottom 5, still was a top 15 in some regards.
Yes.
So the fact that he was able to take that defense, who, by the way, was banged up most of the season too. Max Crosby wasn't healthy the whole year. So the fact that he was able to carry that defense to the heights that it did, I think this is a really good move for the Steelers. If I'm TJ Watt, I'm very happy.
Yes, and his scheme is very man coverage, and we're going to beat the shit out of you. And that's the type of defense we have right now. Because we're not going to play a lot of zone.
No.
That's just not how it works here. We're not going to play cover 6 with a safety on top trying to play center field. We tried that with Minka, and it failed miserably. Now, granted, is that because of Mike Tomlin's scheme not changing in the 20 years he was here? Yeah. Probably. But look, if you look at the age of our defense, we're going to need to play a man-on-man, and we're going to hit you so you're not feeling right halfway through the game, which is making me happy as a fan of the 2011 Steelers defense, which, by the way, greatest defense I've ever seen play.
Love that defense. I'm not even a Steelers fan, and I will give you credit on that defense. That defense was so good.
It was hard hitting, great.
It was lights out every other play. It was just boom.
Yeah,
Made
Harrison.
me think of Sean Taylor again earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So I love this hire. I think Graham's gonna fit well with Pittsburgh, just the city in general.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm liking, yes, did he work with Mike McCarthy back in the day? Yeah. Now Mike McCarthy did the same thing with quarterback coach, who I'm going to mention like pretty soon. But this is a good hire. I love it.
I'm all on board on it. I think this was honestly better than the McCarthy hire itself. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I think it's better because I could see this hire benefiting the Steelers longer than the McCarthy hire would.
I have to agree with that.
I could see this defense building, getting better every single year under the new coordinator. I don't know if I can say the same about the whole team overall with McCarthy.
Okay, agreed. So now let's go to the offensive side. A former Pitt offense coordinator from that very, very, very rough year.
Which one? There's too many. No?
The 2-9 year, or the 3-9 year, whatever year that was.
Oh gosh.
Frank Cincinnati Jr. is now our quarterback coach.
You're the Pitt fan. What do you think?
I don't hate it.
Okay.
What happened here in Pittsburgh came boiled down to Pat Narduzzi, which we might bring it up at some point because I do want to talk about it at some point, especially with you being a Pitt guy on here. What happened with Narduzzi, we're seeing it now with Cade Bell, is Narduzzi not letting his coaches coach. Mm-hmm. I think Cincinnati's a good coach. He's a coach just like his brother, who, by the way, just won a fucking national championship a couple weeks ago. So, I love the hire. He's good with quarterbacks. And he was the quarterback coach of 2018 for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
A very good year for them.
I like the move in the sense that depending on which direction the Steelers go, like if they go with Rodgers again, I don't think the hire really matters, to be honest with you. But if they go with the route where they're going to develop a Will Howard or they're going to draft someone or sign a younger talent, I think it's going to benefit them.
Yeah, agreed. I think he's an older guy that's been around the league that works well with quarterbacks. Very happy with that hire. Now, you mentioned the different scenarios we can do.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going back to the question that I teased earlier.
Okay, here it is.
I want you to put on your GM shoes and your head coach shoes. You ready?
I'm ready.
Is your neck brace all locked in?
It's
You ready to talk
locked in
about
right
it?
now, yes.
Okay.
Got to get locked and loaded.
Okay. Now, Austin, you're the
Yes.
GM for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have 4 options. What do you do here? A, B, C, D. Yeah, 4. A, bring in a 42-year-old head coach and not 42-year-old head coach, 42-year-old quarterback and Aaron Rodgers.
You would definitely could use that, but
B, ride with Will Howard and see what you get. C, go to free agency, or D, draft your guy.
okay, so I thought about this question, and I don't believe bringing back Rodgers is the right move.
Agreed.
I don't. I understand that McCarthy and Rodgers, they want to together in Green Bay with the Packers. I understand that there is chemistry between the two. I just don't see bringing back a 42-year-old quarterback with this team being beneficial for the long-term future. I just don't. And then the other options were draft the quarterback, develop Will Howard, and then sign one.
Yes.
See, this is where it's weird because I'm all for trying out Will Howard. I want to see what the kid has. Obviously, he had an injury beginning of the year, too, so he didn't play at all. And then he didn't play in the preseason too much either, right? It was really little. Very little.
Very little.
Very little in the preseason. So you really don't know what you have with the kid yet. So honestly, give him a shot, see what he does. Yes, he won the national championship with Ohio State, but I mean, was that really because of him? I don't think it was.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he played the best stretch of 4 games of a quarterback that was heavily scrutinized in college football that I've ever seen. So he can handle the pressure.
He can handle the pressure, but Will Howard still has a lot to prove. And I feel like letting him play with the Steelers is his way to prove it. But I don't think it's a bad idea to sign a guy either to have compete with Will Howard because competition brings the best out of every quarterback, as we know that. So Mason Rudolph, kiss the door. I don't care about Rudolph. Goodbye.
Yeah, agreed.
Rodgers, bye. I think what they need to do is develop Will Howard, start him, see how they do, but bring in some competition for him. If you want to draft a guy too, go right ahead. But I think Will Howard and a signee is probably the best way to go about it.
Got you. So now, my thoughts on this, I said it to Isaac. I don't know if it was on air, off air. I think I said it to you too, off air. I want us to ride with Will Howard. Now, look, we're in a spot right now. Mm-hmm. It's a win-win situation for us. And let me explain.
A win-win.
Yes.
Okay.
Will Howard's good. We got our guy. We got our guy for the future. Let's say he's dog shit. And we have a shit year. What do we have coming up? A high fucking draft pick. In a class, that's not a half-back quarterback class, headlining by Arch Manning. So you can get a guy who is pro-ready in next year's draft coming out of college, young guy. It's going to be like 23, 24. Or you ride with your young guy who's 23, 24, and he's already in the NFL for two seasons. And if he plays well, you got your guy.
Exactly.
So that's why I was like, okay, I'm okay with us riding with them because we're in a win-win situation.
Yeah, but do you want to bring in competition too for him to compete with, or do you think honestly just Howard
That's
and Rudolph?
risky.
You think it's risky?
Yes, because what if that quarterback beats out Will Howard, but then he shit the whole year, and then you're just repeating because you don't know exactly what you have.
That's fair. I mean, it also depends on the quarterback you bring in because, like, let's just throw out some of the names that's probably going to be out there. Zach Wilson will probably be out there.
Yes.
Mac Jones will probably be out
Yes.
there. Richardson will probably be
Yes.
out there. Maybe a Drew Lock would be out there. There's a bunch of other guys that could be out there.
Yes, Drew Lock's actually an interesting one.
I think Drew Lock would be a solid fit.
He would be a solid fit here.
That's weird, actually.
Yeah.
I like that now. I didn't even think about that until now.
Either. I'm friends with a Bronco fan who was Drew Lock.
Drew Lock all the way.
Drew Lock defender until Bo Nix came around. But then he so if he hit him here and that, I'd be like, finally.
Might be champion after this weekend.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, our guy's champion too. That
Kenny Pickett?
Yep.
Kenny Pickett, baby.
See, you get it.
I understand. That's our
I
guy.
sit here with Isaac every week
Yeah.
and we talk about it. And he always says to me, why do you just love Kenny Pickett?
It's Kenny Pickett, man.
I said, Isaac, you don't
He
understand.
cured her depression for a year.
Yeah, thank you.
He cured it for a year.
Thank
Now-
you.
Now, sure, did he flop whenever he was trying to throw the football to the ground? Sure, but that's okay. It's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, exactly.
We love Kenny.
Like we sit here. I've been a Pitt fan for 21 years of my life, and I'm 21 years old. I've been a season ticket holder since, well, not technically me because I'm a child, but my family's been season ticket holders for way longer than 21 fucking years. And we've been miserable for 20 out of the last 21 years of football. Except that 1 year, okay? That 1 year of really good football.
1 year. It's all because of Kenny Pickett. And here's the thing, too, with Kenny. He played well at Pitt, and then he sucked with the Steelers. It's a win-win for me because I'm a Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Here's the middle finger for you,
Middle
buddy.
finger? Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
anytime.
Just keep him away from the Cardinals, and we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Whew.
We don't need him there.
Nope. Even though it'll be cool to have him and Connor on the same team.
No.
I'm joking.
No.
Anyways, I think that's going to wrap up for football. We're an hour 4 into this, so we still have yet to discuss a certain topic.
Big topic.
As you guys know, I'm a pro wrestling nerd. I love wrestling. Love the WWE. We are both honored to be in a class right now that discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
We are both consumers of it. You work in the indies right now. I will love to work in the indies at some point in my career, just to get my hands deep into it. By the way, before we get into WWE, why don't you go home, explain the neck brace.
Oh, this thing?
Yes, explain what you do and how you should be credible in pro wrestling.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I do first. So I'm a commentator for 2 companies in Pittsburgh and 2 companies in Canada. One of them is 880 Wrestling, which is a weekly episodic show. It takes place every Thursday night fights. And then we usually do a monthly show every Friday, like one Friday out of the month. And I do commentary every week. It's me and my good friend Toddy Tondera. And obviously, you know what commentary is. You sit there, you call the matches the way you see it. And occasionally, I like to dip my toes in other assets of broadcasting. I'll do backstage interviews. I'll do some social media stuff. And sometimes I'll even get in the ring and talk with a couple of the wrestlers. The last time I got in the ring, I kind of gave a wrestler the bird and I ran off. Just because.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just trying to get under his skin a little bit.
Yeah, no, as you should.
Because, got to stir up the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
But this time around, what ended up happening was, to lay out the scenery for you, it was my good friend Casey War. Now, Casey War was actually the first person's hand that I shook whenever I joined 880. He was the guy that I kind of look up to as a leader. Right? He's a mentor to me. And he just won his first ever singles title in his entire career, the 880 Hardcore Championship. So it was a big moment for him. And I figured, hey, you were on 2 Jagoffs last year. Let's do like a live 2 Jagoffs in the ring. I'll interview you. You will celebrate your championship, crack open a beer. It's going to be a great time. You know what I mean? With all the fans. So I get in there, interviewing them, asking them questions back and forth. And next thing you know, steel chair right to the back. Some guy named John someone that I've been beefing with for quite some time. You've probably seen the social media posts. It sucks.
Insanely funny, by the way.
Thank you. He's a leader by example, he claims. I don't exactly know what that means, but he says that. He came in, bashed Casey Ward with a chair. I look down. I back up. I'm like, this is not my lane. I'm not a wrestler, obviously. Look at me. And John continues to beat him down. Now, you know the Radar Superstar Edge.
Yes.
He had a move called the Concerto.
Yes.
And the Concerto is essentially where you put a chair down on the mat, you lay someone's head on top of the chair, and you take another chair and you crush their skull and possibly end their career. John was about to do that to KC. Now, here's where I had to step in because I'm like, I'm not about to let this happen. I'm not going to let him ruin Casey's big moments after years and years of trying to win. So I take the chair off his hand, and I get in his face, and I say, no, you're not about to do that. You're not about to ruin this moment. John got in my face, cussed me out a couple times, and then he walked away. And I was like, okay, cool, we're in the clear. So I get down, I'm checking on Casey, trying to get some medical help because obviously he's hurt. He was just beaten with a chair. And as I'm getting up to try and find an official or some sort of extra to help me pull the guy to the back, I get turned around, double underhook DDT right in the middle of the ring.
Oh.
And obviously I was immediately rushed, carried out, and taken to the local medical facility. So it was not a fun time. I don't exactly know the injury, but they said I have to wear this neck brace to stabilize my neck for a week. They told me not to do any podcasting, but I wasn't going to screw you over.
I appreciate that.
I promise that,
I saw the social media posts, and yes, you guys saw, if you follow me on Instagram, let's just look up my name. You'll see me and my partner as my lock screen. I mean, not my lock screen. Well, she is my lock screen. But, as my profile picture because, I'm locked down. I'm very happy. But I saw that post, and I said, motherfucker, Isaac's not here. Austin's on the IR. It's going to be a Thielet only special.
It almost was, and they told me not to. They said you're going to get too dizzy with all the lights and the microphone and stuff, and I said, no, I promised Ryan I'd be there. So I'm going to do Ryan's podcast, and I'm going to do my special that I have on my own podcast. So I did them both this week. Yes, I'm in a lot of pain, so I got to wear this. I also have to wear it in class every day this week. So that's going to be fun. And I may miss commentary on Thursday because they said the environment's too risky and they don't know what the leaders are going to do to me next. So I will get my revenge. John, if you're listening, I will get my revenge. I don't know how, but Casey's coming for you. Just remember that. But yeah, no, Ryan, this actually, it hurts a lot. I'm in a lot of pain.
Sorry to hear that. But I appreciate you coming on.
No problem. No problem. I'm really injured right now.
I love the fact you're like, you know what? Fuck what the doctor's saying. I'm on the Great Thielet and Graves podcast.
Of course,
I have to sit and be on this team.
You would have done the same for me on 2
Jagoffs.
Jagoffs.
Damn straight.
If Isaac Graves came in here with a kendo stick and started beating the shit out of you, I would expect you to be at 2 Jagoffs too.
Oh, I would be.
Every welt, everything.
Everything I felt, I'll be there.
Slap an ace bandage on and you'll be fine.
Yeah, be fine.
Yeah.
We're from Pittsburgh. We're tough.
Exactly.
But no, that's pretty fucked up for him.
Did you see the clip?
I saw the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, great job.
Thank you.
I think you look great in the ring.
Thank you.
What was his name again?
Some guy named John?
Yeah. No. The guy that
That he beat up?
No, that DDT'd you.
Oh, some guy named John.
Some guy you named John. You know what? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.
I don't know if I can get the bird. Blur it.
No, you can. It doesn't matter.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, fuck you, okay? You injured my guest. I try to have something special for once.
Here's the worst part. I had him as a guest on my podcast in the past.
Oh, he really Adam Cold you on the McAfee show. Mm-hmm. He really turned around and fucked you there.
Well, the worst part was he was late to it. I was already sitting in the chair, and I was like, okay, I got to start this episode. We only have the media hub for so long. And
yeah.
He just walks in and goes, whoa, put that microphone down, Austin. Only I can introduce me. And I'm like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Like, your shirt says lead by example, which, by the way, it's just a ripoff of the Dare logo. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a ripoff Dare logo. But whatever. They claim to be the best
wrestling
wrestlers.
101.
There it is. Just rip off another man's brand. But it's great. I do love the indies. I love IWC. That's coming up soon too. That's where I also do commentary for. But 880 right now, I'm kind of on the shelf.
So for viewers at home who are not wrestling fans,
yes,
can you explain what we mean by the indies?
Yeah. So there's the difference. There's the independents, and then there's mainstream wrestling. So mainstream is like your WWEs, your AEWs, your TNAs, your New Japans. That's the stuff that's streamed all over the place. You can watch it on cable. You can watch it on your phone.
Now
watch it on
AAA,
Netflix.
by the way, which.
Yeah, shout out to AAA.
Great.
Corey Graves has been doing such a great job with commentary for it.
Corey Graves, in the past couple years, like 10 years he's been doing this.
Yeah.
We are very pleasure to have him as a professor right now at Point Park. Great. I'm loving every second of it.
I know. I almost had to miss his class because of this.
Yeah, I know. I would have been very upset.
Yeah, I mean, he took an F5, so he knows what it's like.
You sit next to me in class, I would have lost. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Another fuck you, man. I would have lost my classmate.
Yeah. You would have had an empty chair right next to me.
I know. I've been very lonely.
You're lucky I'm not in the hospital right now.
I would have dealt with Matt Plangy for 3 hours. Oh.
Oh, God bless your soul.
But anyways, back to what we were saying. Go ahead and keep on explaining.
Yeah, but the independent scene, so the indies are more locally, so it's more like a local brands of wrestling. So there's a lot in Pittsburgh. You got IWC, you got 880, there's Enjoy, there's Rise, there's 2PW. There's a bunch of them that's in Pittsburgh. There's also some in Ohio, West Virginia, and a lot of the same wrestlers compete at the indies, but it's kind of a way where like the wrestlers that are signed to the mainstream companies, that's their job. That's their careers right there. They're getting paid handsomely for it. The indies guys, yeah, they have a full-time job outside of this, but it's something they're doing on the side. It's something they're doing either for the love of the game or to get to that next level. So 880 is kind of a place of reps for me. That's where I get my weekly reps every single week. And then IWC is more professional because we're on Fight TV once a month. So that's kind of where I'm like, okay, suit, tie, I got to look good. 880 I can have a little more fun with. But the indies is fun because it's cheap. College students always get a discount when they come to it too. Some shows are free like 880. They're free every week. But the indies, they're just more laid back, and they cuss a lot. They'd have no filter.
Yeah.
It's going to smell like weed and alcohol. It's going to smell like that the entire time.
So now there's these mainstream companies. WWE is running these WWE ID.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
I love it. So I am actually very close with some of the WWE ID talent. So Sean Legacy, Jack Cartwheel, and Sam Holloway all are from the Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New York area. And they have all been they were all in the first round of the WWE ID prospects. And essentially what it is, and you're gonna like this, it's like the minor leagues and the major leagues for baseball. You know how there's like AAA, AA, and single A.
I love it.
That's kind of what WWE's doing right now. You got main roster, NXT, Evolve, WWE ID. So WWE ID is like the lowest tier.
That's low A baseball.
It's low A baseball essentially. So they're still competing on the indies. And what there is now, there's a WWE ID championship, and those championships are actually defended across the indies, all across the country.
So
there's
great.
a men's and there's a women's. And I actually had the privilege of calling a WWE ID championship match last month. It was Cappuccino Jones versus Sam Holloway. And Cappuccino's the current champion right now. And he's done Evolve, he's done NXT, he's done a couple other things for WWE. And he's a good kid, by the way. He's actually our age, which is weird.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, he's a beast, freak of nature in the ring. He does like cartwheels up the top rope into a DDT. It's like, what the hell? Like, how do you do that? Finisher's called him a shot of espresso.
That's funny.
That's because Cappuccino Jones.
Yeah.
But I love the WWE ID prospect idea because it gives wrestlers a chance to work indies, learn, grow, but also understand the mainstream system. Because competing on an indie show is vastly different than competing on a mainstream stage. And I've been backstage at AEW, and I can tell you firsthand, Ryan, that the way they do things is completely different than the way we do things over at 880. It's two different ball games.
Yeah, so, I mean, now you have your smaller indie ones, and then you have your massive ones, like GCW.
GCW is big too, yeah.
And then you also work for Texas Deathmatch. No, not Texas.
Canadian Deathmatch.
Canadian Deathmatch. My apologies. What are the differences from a local, smaller indies and one of those bigger ones?
The bigger ones are usually vastly more aggressive and bloody. So, like, a lot of the deathmatch style wrestling, like deathmatch wrestling versus indie wrestling always gets mixed up. Like, a lot of people think they're the same thing, but they're not. Because indies still tell stories like the mainstream does. Like, they still have your romance, your rom-coms, your your sci-fi, whatever, your good guy versus bad guy, your tag team versus tag team. Like, you got your normal storylines there. Deathmatch wrestling, it's more, okay, put two guys in the ring with a bunch of light tubes and a bunch of glass and let them just beat the shit out of each other. That's pretty much what it is. And that's kind of what Canadian Deathmatch is to an extent, but they do such a good job of telling stories within the death style wrestling. So, like, there's a guy named Wade Allen up there. Wade Allen is the designated hitter of Toronto. He's like the number one guy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to run through all the Pittsburgh town because Pittsburgh guys are going up there and saying, wait a minute, Toronto's claiming they're the city of steel. Well, we're the city of steel, obviously. We're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of see like they're tying in real ideologies within wrestling storylines. And I think that's so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I see your story and I get jealous every single time I see you in an indie site.
Every week.
Huh?
Every week.
It is insane. So let's go jump to the mainstream, as everybody knows. It was Rumble weekend.
It was.
Now,
Rumble
Rumble was something. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Not happy with it.
I'm not too happy with it. We can talk about the matches and everything else, which we'll dive deep into and talk about how we feel on certain things. Let's get started. I don't want to talk about the women's or the men's yet.
Okay.
I'm going to get started with the championship match. What was the point of it?
at this point, they're just burying Sami Zayn to the point where he can't win the championship.
No, I don't see him winning it at all.
Because I love Drew. I really do. Drew has been one of the best heels over the last 7 months. He really has been.
Yes.
Like, I love his character arc. I love the decision of taking the strap off Cody, giving it to Drew going into Mania. But I think Sami was an unnecessary challenger. Not that Sami doesn't deserve it. Sami Zayn absolutely deserves to be in world title contention. He's one of the best professional wrestlers out there. But Sami Zayn, I feel like, was just kind of fed to Drew McIntyre. It was just kind of a stepping stone to get the Mania, because I feel like WWE's worried that they don't want to bury too many other faces right now, because think of it like this on SmackDown. What other faces could you feed Drew McIntyre right now that makes sense? You can't feed him Ilya Dragunov.
No,
you can't feed him Carmelo Hayes. You can't feed him a Cody Rhodes again. Like,
or Trick Williams.
Or Trick.
Because they're just new, which, by the way, Trick Williams' entrance, probably the best out there right now.
Whoop that trick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
You know.
It's amazing.
Love it.
But yeah, you can't feed him a Randy.
You can't feed him a Randy.
Because that's a double-edged sword. Randy gets pinned. Randy's in the late stage of his career. How many more times do you want Randy laying and looking at the lights?
Yeah, and then you get to the point where you're at mid-carders now, and it makes no sense on why they would even be in the championship match to begin with. So I understand why, sure, let's put Sami Zayn here just to kind of feed him Drew McIntyre. You could have made the match a little closer or had some other stipulation involved. I do like Drew getting involved in the Rumble, though, which we'll talk about later on, like how he helped eliminate Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I like that because, it's obvious they're building for Drew, Cody, and Fatu, kind of a three-way right there. That's kind of where they're going. But I just don't agree with the decision at all to have Drew and Sami in that championship match. I feel like you're just ruining Sami even more.
Agreed.
Because when Sami does eventually get the title, if he even ever gets the title, that's the big question, if he's ever going to win it.
I think he will, only because he was a Triple H NXT guy back in the day.
That is true. Sami Zayn was champion during Triple H.
So he will get it. And it's not going to be a long championship run.
No, it'll be lucky to get a month.
2 at most.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
But, I mean, the match was okay itself. I mean, it was nothing crazy. It felt like something I would see on SmackDown, honestly.
Yeah, it felt like a SmackDown match, not a PLE match, in my opinion.
Not at all.
Now, let's get into the retirement match.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know about you. I'm Gunther out. Like, I am so over Gunther. Not even as a fan who were upset with the Cena match, who was upset that he's just the legend killer at the moment. Not the original legend killer, because nothing would beat that run by Randy. But it's just, I'm just over it. It's boring.
I love Gunther as a competitor. I think Gunther's one of the best in-ring workers there is to date.
Agreed.
But there is no reason why he should be on this much of a path right now. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to build this unstoppable, unlikable heel that they can have for the next 10 to 15 years. That's great. Retired Goldberg, fine. Cena, even though I don't fully agree with it, fine. But now AJ? I mean, it's getting to a point now where it's like, people aren't going to take Gunther seriously because they know he's just being shoved down our throats consistently. And I don't agree with him being number 30 in the Royal Rumble at all either.
I would love that anybody else.
The fact that he was the final 2 with Roman, there was a chance where I actually thought they were about to pull the trigger on giving Gunther the WrestleMania main event, winning the Rumble, and retiring AJ on the same night. I thought that was going to happen. And I was like, please, for the love of God, don't let this happen. I'm Gunther'd out too. The match we'll probably talk about more in a second, but to answer your question, someone else, please.
No, I know it was a career match, but AJ didn't he didn't take off his boots or do the traditional stuff.
No, he was going to take the gloves off, and then he put them back on and threw up like the phenomenal one-hand sign. So
what do you think's going to happen there?
I hear TNA rumors because obviously TNA is where he started. That's where he made a career for himself. Then he debuted in 2016 at the Royal Rumble.
By the way, one of the best Rumble debuts.
Amazing.
It was beautiful.
Usually whenever guys come over from TNA, because I always watch my parents, because my parents are big into wrestling too, they don't really keep up with outside. Like, obviously the indies they do with me, obviously, but like WWE, that's really all they care about. So when AJ debuted, the fact that both of my parents got a pop out of it, and they're like, oh my God, that's AJ Styles. I was like, this is going to change the WWE forever. Because them knowing AJ Styles, that just shows you how polarizing he was.
Yes.
But I could see him go back to TNA and do something. But TNA is kind of owned by WWE right now. Like, they kind of are doing their own. It's too WWE-like. It's not really TNA.
Mm-mm.
And I hear the AEW rumors too, and I mean,
I don't see that ever happening.
I don't. He's a WWE guy at heart.
If the AEW thing was going to happen, it would have happened 6 years ago when his contract was up.
Mm-hmm.
Not right when he's about to retire.
No.
And
I highly doubt this is going to happen, but I had a thought. I was like, well, what if all the guys came back that Gunther retired just for one night, like Avengers, and just kind of like beat him down in the ring and laid him out? That will never happen, but I thought...
Goldberg is never coming back to WWE.
Oh, Goldberg's done. He's out of here.
Yeah, he...
Did you notice they're not even really mentioning him anymore? They're kind of like quiet about it, like low-key. It's weird because like they brought up Cena, they brought up AJ, but they're not really talking about Goldberg too much. I'm like, he retired Goldberg a couple months before Cena.
Yeah.
I'm like, we all saw it.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately saw it. But no, yeah, let's jump into the men's match.
Real quick, I do want to add on one thing about Gunther. I love him so much, but did you know he retired 2 of my top 5 favorites of all time?
Really?
2 of my top 5 favorites of all time.
Obviously Cena.
Cena and AJ.
And AJ.
Yeah, my top 5 favorites, it's Daniel Bryan, John Cena, 1A, 1B, 1, 2, however you want to do that. I love Daniel Bryan. Number 3 is AJ Styles. Number 4, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. And then number 5, surprisingly, Johnny Gargano. I'm a big Gargano guy.
Really?
I love Gargano.
I would not have thought that.
I'm a big underdog guy. I love the guys fighting from down under. So Daniel Bryan, smaller guy. AJ, smaller guy. Gargano, smaller guy. And I love Gargano's run in Cleveland, like the Cleveland Indies, because I kept up with the Indies my whole life too.
Yeah.
And his Cleveland run was awesome. And NXT Gargano versus Ciampa, it doesn't get much better than that.
That match was beautiful.
That rivalry was beautiful. I mean, that right there, like when Ciampa took Gargano and slammed his freaking skull right into the goddamn Titantron. Beautiful. Picture perfect. I loved it.
All right. Yeah. I mean, okay. We'll get back to the Rumble. This is going to be a long episode. We can just deal with it.
Sorry, Isaac.
No, yeah. Well, yeah. He should have been here. Anyways.
Yeah, the chair's right here. What the hell, dude?
I know. He has work.
I'm injured, dude. Come on. Like, I showed up. Where are you?
Anyways.
Where's he work?
Penguins.
I guess it's valid. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go Pens.
Yeah. Let's go Pens. We're on a heater right now.
I know. What's second in the Metro, right?
6 games right now.
There we go.
Second in the Metro.
Hell yeah.
Anyways. Your Rushmore.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Favorites or best?
Just your Rushmore.
Well, I gave you my favorites already. It would have been
your
those
best.
Guys. Best, I feel like you have to have John Cena on there because he carried 2 generations. He was a part of the Ruthless Aggression era and the PG era. That's where things get tricky now because you look at the Attitude Era and you got Stone Cold and The Rock who carried that. Hogan and Flair was beforehand. And then you can make a really strong case for Roman. Say what you want about Roman, but I mean, Roman
agree.
did a lot.
I agree.
I think you have to at least put The Undertaker on there somewhere.
Yes.
Because Undertaker's WrestleMania streak in itself was legendary. He's one of the most polarizing figures of all time. One of the most recognizable figures of all time.
Not only that, he was in the Golden Era.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Attitude Era.
Yep.
Ruthless Aggression Era.
Mm-hmm.
PG Era.
And Thunderdome.
And Thunderdome.
Not many people can say that.
Nobody can say that. Except him.
Yeah.
Unless you're Bruce Pritchard worked in the back. That's basically it.
That's it.
No one else can say that they were in the same company from the Golden Era all the way up.
Nobody can. It's crazy the longevity of Undertaker's career. When you really think about it, it's like, wow, he was really there well before we were both born, was in his prime while we were both growing up, and still was kicking ass as we were about to go into like our adulthood and stuff.
That's insane.
It's weird to think about.
Like Undertaker's first match, my parents were like elementary school.
Yeah.
And he ran through my parents' entire life and now us.
Let me put it to you like this. Undertaker's career lasted 5 presidents. 5 different presidents.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's how long Undertaker was wrestling. So shout to him. He's on my Mount Rushmore. I'm going to put Stone Cold on there. I understand that Stone Cold's career was cut kind of short because of the whole issue with Brock Lesnar that happened. He didn't want to go over and yada, yada, yada. Stone Cold talked about it.
His neck. And
his neck injuries, and obviously there was some other stuff going on. But I think Stone Cold was, between Stone Cold and The Rock, because I'm not going to put The Rock on here, I feel like it comes down to one or the other. I think Stone Cold did more for the business than The Rock. The Rock was definitely more entertaining.
Wow.
But I think Stone Cold did. I mean, think about it like this. You give any casual... How many Rock t-shirts do you see?
Not as many as
how many Austin 316 shirts you see? That's the only. And then the beers. I mean, The Rock was amazing with his one-liners and was one of the best at selling out there. But I mean, when you think Attitude Era, first feud to think of is Stone Cold and McMahon. That's what you think of immediately when you think of it. So I'll put Stone Cold on there. That's 3, right? Stone Cold, Cena, Undertaker. I'm gonna go best wrestler of all time. I'll put Shawn on there. Shawn Michaels was absolutely incredible. I mean, 90s, early 2000s, late 2000s. There was a 7-year span he didn't win a single championship, and he still carried the company on his back.
That's insane.
Yeah. Those are my 4 right there.
My 4, Cena. This is no order. This is just how I want to say it. Cena, Taker. That's the 2 given. I'm putting H up there.
I'm not mad at that. I considered H.
Because the thing about H is that his career in the ring is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best of all time. He's put on amazing matches. He was in the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, PG, Thunderdome, and now.
Mm-hmm. Whatever era this is called.
Yeah, whatever. The Paul Levesque era, actually.
There we go.
I think it's what I think in 10 years we're gonna call this the Paul Levesque era.
Probably.
As it should be, in my opinion.
I mean, according to him, there's a new era every pay-per-view. But that's besides the point.
But and then now what he's doing behind the scenes, what he did with NXT, building it from a game show to arguably the 3rd brand in wrestling.
I mean, there was a time it was considered the 3rd brand. It was better than the main roster at one point.
Yeah, like in that dark ages of the early 2010s. I mean, no, 2010s, 2020s.
Yeah.
So that's why I have him up there.
To add on to Triple H too, he was always the go-to heel to help put other guys over while also still being a champion.
And he was okay with doing it.
Yeah. Jericho, Angle. Look at the guys he put over.
And then on top of that, without him, no Randy Orton.
Nope.
No Batista.
Nope.
Definitely no Batista.
No Batista.
And Ric Flair wouldn't have got his spark back in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows where Ric Flair would be without him right now. I'm just putting it out there. It's a well-documented thing with everything that Flair says.
Yes, yeah.
And then another one like that, Shawn Michaels. Shawn wouldn't be here right now without H.
Not at all.
So that's why in my brain I'm thinking, okay, that's another Mount Rushmore guy. And in that last spot,
it's tricky.
Like, I want to go Roman. I want to go Roman because what he's doing. But he also, Ric Flair is out there. Dusty Rhodes is out there.
Randy Orton's out there.
Randy Orton's out there. Bruno St. Martino. Say what you want.
I mean, if we really want to go history lesson here, throw Buddy Rogers in there. I mean, he was the WWF champion before
or
Sam
Patterson's another one.
Pat.
You can go. There's so many. So that's why I always say I only have 3. That's why I only have Cena, Taker, Trips. That's my 3. That 4th spot is just so tough for me.
I'll throw out a guy that I don't think people talk about enough because when it's all said and done, he'll probably be arguably up there. Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Seth Rollins is the true workhorse. I mean, you can see the Shawn Michael comparisons for a reason. I mean, look, everything he's been given, he made work.
Agreed.
That stupid gimmick where he punched out Rey Mysterio's eye in the staircase during not even the Thunderdome. That was at the PC still at the time. He made that work. He made the Visionary work. He got his theme song over twice, 2 different theme songs over. Burn it down. I mean, like, literally everything Seth Rollins has done.
The Heist of the Century.
Heist of the Century, both times that he cashed in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, the second time he cashed in, like, he actually fooled me when he went out with the crutches.
I was watching. This is actually the first time my girlfriend sat and watched wrestling, and she's sitting there, and I'm sitting there too, watching it happen, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Holy shit, he's not hurt. She was like, what's going on? He was just in crutches. And I said, exactly. This is wrestling. Welcome to wrestling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I throw that up there. I mean, and another one, AJ Styles. We just got done talking about.
That's true. I feel like AJ Styles is definitely on the TNA Mount Rushmore. I don't know WWE just because.
Not WWE, but TNA.
Yeah, TNA, he's easily up there.
Him and Samoa Joe, that's my 1-2 combo.
It would be, if we're going to TNA, it's easy. It's AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. I'm going to put Kurt Angle in there because of the matches he did. To. And then I'll throw out Christopher Daniels. Mm-hmm. Those would be my 4.
I have to agree with that, too. So, that's why when people are like, sit there and they're like, this is my definite Mount Rushmore, nobody else is making, I'm saying, then you're really not a wrestling fan.
Because every wrestler is unique and different in their own way, too.
Agreed.
Like, it's not like you're going to sit up there and debate and say, I'm trying to think of an obscure wrestler. Like, it's not like you're saying no disrespect to Hornswoggle, but like Hornswoggle. It's not like we're saying Hornswoggle's in the top 4.
No, like you just gotta sit there and be like, I'm okay with my Mount Rushmore being in flux.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with liking it however I want and see how I want to put on it. That's why, like in other sports, and yes, I am considering wrestling a sport.
It is.
Because, look, not even that. What they do every week in and week out is a sport. They work the fuck off. They are fucking amazing.
Training, I mean, I would argue that wrestling training is tougher than football training,
Yeah,
honestly.
so...
Because I've participated in football practices. I've participated in wrestling practices. I've only threw up in one of them. I'll let you guess which one it was.
The wrestling one.
The wrestling one.
So, and I do martial arts, so I know what it takes to have good body control.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they do what they do is insane. But, okay, let's dive into Rumble. Men's match.
Of course.
Who do you think the mask is?
That's a great question. I'm still on the fence about it. I see the rumors of Seth Rollins. I see the rumors of Austin Theory. I even saw a Jake Paul rumor, which I pray to God it's not Jake Paul.
I don't think it's Jake Paul.
I don't think it is either, because they would have revealed it if it was him, because, he's going to want the clout out of it. But I honestly think it's someone that Rollins sent. I feel like they're building the vision to tear it down. That's what they're doing. Seth Rollins is going to tear the vision from the inside out. Theory's easily Seth Rollins' guy. We all know that.
Yes.
There's a history between the two. They were former tag team champions at one point. Bronson Reed, he's kind of 50-50. Obviously, I know he wasn't the masked man, but like Bronson Reed, he's kind of 50-50. Logan Paul, I saw some people even saying it could have been Logan Paul under the mask. I think it's Theory. I think Theory did double duty that night. I think he did the stomp, and then he hopped the barricade, came back out later on. But then you zoom in on the facial features, and you really can't see who it is. I'm so on the fence. I say Theory, though. I say Theory.
It's the reason I don't think it's Seth. If you look at the body of the wrestler, that was not Seth's body.
Not at all.
He was too. Seth is built, but Seth's not like this.
No,
like
Seth
big
is-
shoulders.
yeah.
He's lean. He's defined. That was one big son of a bitch.
Oh, it was.
And shout out Pat McAfee for that one.
Who used to say that about?
No, wow. There's so many Brawns.
There's too many bronze.
There's so many Brawns. The Beast, not Brock, the tall fucker.
Braun Strowman.
Strowman, that's what I'm thinking of. By the way, longest reigning champion of all time now.
Yeah, Saudi Arabian champion. Let's go.
Yeah, that's great.
Greatest Royal Rumble. 2018.
Anyways,
It's crazy.
that's so crazy. That was so forgotten so quick. But anyway, so yes, I think it's some guy we haven't met yet. I think it's somebody who we don't know yet.
Well, as someone who's been attacked before from behind, I can kind of relate to Braun Breaker in that regard. But in all seriousness, I think that whoever the masked man is, they're probably not going to reveal until either their next big show.
I think it's going to be Chamber.
You think it's going to be Chamber in Chicago?
I think he's going to find a way to screw over Breaker and Chamber match.
Which, honestly, I was shocked they did that so early on. Because you saw the botch with Breaker. Like, they said his name when Axiom was coming out.
Yeah.
Or Fraser or whatever. And they had to change it up last second. That's why Paul Heyman came out, yelled at Adam Pearce, and then they made that whole debacle. But
Great work right there.
Great work.
That was amazing.
Great work. And I love Paul Heyman, too. I think he's the best. If we're talking heel, I mean, he's not a wrestler, but I mean, best on the mic of all time, it's Paul Heyman.
Paul, that's why, Rushmore, I will catch a lot of flack for saying this, but...
Actually, Paul Heyman could easily be your fourth slot, and I wouldn't even be mad at you on that.
Yeah, that's where I was about to go. Heyman's my fourth slot will be you got to realize what he's done for the business. It's one of the greatest things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could put another name on that list for that reason, but I'm not doing that because he has so much shit on him that I'm sticking like a 10-foot pole away. I'm not going to say that we wouldn't be here without him. Everybody knows who I'm talking about.
We know.
Old man. That's all I got to say.
Old man.
So I think I am going to put him in that fourth slot because he's the reason every time I talk about the Eagles or the Dodgers or the Panthers, I go, the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, the Philadelphia Eagles, week in and week out.
It's because of Paul Heyman.
Because of Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hope that Corey's watching has seen that and got a little kick out of that. I love doing that bit week in and week out. It's great.
They're the reigning, defending, undisputed champions.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
beautiful.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, it does. But yes, I was surprised it did earlier too. Now let's dive deeper into the match.
Yes.
Are you happy Roman won?
Yes and no. I was not happy at first because I thought LA Knight should have won the Rumble. I think it's finally time to pull the trigger on him. I feel like the Rumble would have been the best way to project him into the main event scene at Mania. But it's obvious they're going to pick back up on the Punk and Roman story. That's where they're going to go for the world title. And then the WWE title, like we talked about earlier, is probably going to be a three-way between Drew, Cody, and Fatu. So,
Which, by the way, that match,
banger. It's going to be a banger.
it's going to be so good.
It's gonna be in contention with Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther from a couple years ago.
Or even, I don't know how you felt about last year's Mania, at least night one. I loved the Seth Roman Punk match.
Oh, it was great.
It's probably one of my favorites.
Oh, it was an amazing match, and I love the storytelling. I'm a storytelling guy. I'm all
Me
for
too.
storytelling.
I love a long story. That's why I love the Bloodlines so much. The finish your story.
You acknowledge Tribal Chief? There we go. One's up.
I acknowledge my tribal chief. Now, was I a Cody Crybaby back in the day? Yes. Because I love Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Always have.
You were Cody Crybaby.
Yes, I was. I'll admit it. But since then.
I was not always my Tribal Chief.
But anyways, I've always acknowledged my tribal. Always acknowledged my tribal chief.
There you go.
My tribal chief, not that wannabe Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns.
No, I don't acknowledge the MFTs. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't either. But no, the Rumble itself was interesting. What was the question you asked?
Well, how do you feel about Roman?
I like Roman now because it makes sense because you can build a good story now with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I just don't think you should pull the trigger on Roman actually going up with the title unless he's going to be around a lot longer because I don't like the idea of having a part-timer be champion again. We had that with Brock Lesnar, and that was our complaints for many, many years. And say what you want about Lesnar, some of the matches he had was actually pretty solid. But I don't think it's time to put a championship back on Roman if he's not going to be around full-time like he was with the Bloodline.
Yeah, now, he said on the McAfee show that he's back.
Good.
He said that he needed some time off for going 4.5 years hard because, basically, without Roman the past 4 years, we wouldn't be here.
That is true.
We would be in the shitter right now. Because he helped the Thunderdome era. He made sure we were out of that.
He was the only one that gave a compelling story during a time where we didn't care about the stories.
Agreed.
He was the only one.
Yes. So I will be happy with that. Now, I'm just worried about the style of match Roman and Punk's going to bring. Because they're just different. Roman is fast. Punk's an older guy. So it's like, that's where I'm like, I really don't want a Cena Cody from last year again. And that's where I'm scared that, like, Roman's going to have to slow down, which slows the match, which slows the chemistry.
Well, remember what happened, though, even after we got Cody and Cena the second time around, that match was much better than their
Way
original
better.
Mania match. So I understand your point there. I don't think it's going to be as slow as people are thinking it's going to be because we saw Punk slow down the pace for AJ.
Yes.
We saw him slow down the pace for Balor, which, by the way, what a great match that was on Raw.
That Balor Punk match, we talked about it in our class.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good.
So good. And I'm going to talk about Balor in a second because I'm pissed that he's not in the Royal Rumble. He should have been in the Rumble.
Agreed.
No offense to the AAA guys, but Mr. Iguana, La Parca, 2 El Grandes, come on. Like, really?
Well, the El Grandes makes sense. Because they're about to build the story.
We need to for Jagoffs.
I tell you what, I cannot wait for the promos out of that we're about to see between those two. They're about to be the funniest promos we've had in a long time.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily agree with the move putting Roman winning this draft. I think it should have been LA Knight. Just because I've been saying LA Knight for years needs to be up in that main event contention. You're just wasting his time because he's already past his prime. We know that. He was Eli Drake in TNA for the longest time. But what he's doing right now, I just don't see a path. Where are you going to put LA Knight at? You can't put him back in the U.S. title picture.
No, you can't.
Can't put him really in the Intercontinental title picture. Like, where's he going to go?
He's not a tag team either.
Not a tag team.
You're just wasting.
Main event or bust.
Yes, which is annoying because we have a lot of those right now where it's like we have a lot of talent.
Yeah. And he told us compelling story last year with Logan Paul, but like, okay, you're past that now. Where are you going to go now?
Yeah.
What heel are you going to work with?
Now there was this big surprise. They came in, changed his name. What are your thoughts about him? And do you want to tell the viewers who that was?
Wait, what are you referring to?
God, he had
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yes. So Powerhouse Hobbs was an AEW talent. He's now Royce Keys in WWE. He's a big man. He is. I actually had the chance to meet Powerhouse. He is a good dude behind the scenes, but on camera, he is. If you take Bobby Lashley, Mark Henry, and Obafemi, and you put them in a blender, and you put some really cool Kurt Angle-like suspenders on him, you get Powerhouse Hobbs, a.k.a. Royce Keys.
He is huge.
This guy's going to do good things. I'm a little worried about him, though, because Oba just got called up to the main roster, and the way they're already presenting him is amazing. Like, that man has aura. You can tell as soon as he comes out.
The NXT group that we're about to get to come up to the main roster, I am so excited for.
Oba, Trick, Javon. I mean, that three alone
and that's just on the men's side.
Yeah.
The women's side, we're about to...
Sol Ruka.
That's who
Lola Vice. I mean,
Sol Ruka, her finisher is probably one of the best finishers right now.
Soul Snatcher.
So nice.
I love it.
It's elegant. It's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And she knows how to hit it. She
Yeah.
can fly, too.
Yeah, she can really fly.
She can fly. But back to Powerhouse, I think he is going to be... I'm not saying he's going to get buried. I just think he's going to get a little lost in the shuffle because it's weird timing. He's coming in the same time Oba's coming up. So
Do you think he's going to be main roster, or do you think they're going to ship him down to NXT for a little bit?
I think he'll be main roster. I understand why a lot of the AEW and TNA talent went to NXT. Like Ethan Page is down there, Ricky Saints was down there, Blake Monroe is down there. Which Blake Monroe should be on the main roster. I'm gonna say right now, she's one of the best at telling. Her and Chelsea Green, in my opinion, are the two best female wrestlers at telling stories.
Chelsea Green, the amount of shit that she's done in the past 2 years has been great.
Yeah. She knows how to work a character because she understands that in wrestling, it's not about the wins and losses.
Agreed.
It's literally about, okay, how can I make the most of my minutes? And I think it was Dusty Rhodes that said it. Make the most of your minutes when you go out there. If you have 10 seconds, make those 10 seconds count.
Yes, exactly. Make it complete. We were just told that like 5 days ago, technically.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, on our class, how much time you have, you make a compelling story, and you sit there and you're like, I'm here. This is the reason I'm here. Deal with it.
Yeah. Like my whole, and I don't want to relate to the Indies again, but like my whole segment that we talked about earlier when I was in the ring doing the interview, I only had 5 minutes. They gave me 5 to 6 minutes behind the scenes, and I'll kind of speak off kayfabe for a second. They gave me 5 to 6 minutes for that segment. They said, okay, you're going to go out there, do the interview, take the spot, come backstage. You have 5 minutes. Make it count. Those 5 minutes, I was as energized as ever on that microphone. I wanted to make sure I'm selling this because I'm trying to sell like, okay, hey, if you can trust me enough to do this segment, you can trust me enough to do another. And the wrestlers have that same mentality. Okay, if I have 3 minutes to get 10 moves in, I want to make sure all 10 of those moves look as devastating as possible. Or if I have a 2-minute promo, I got to make sure that I say at least 2 lines that the audience is going to be like, damn, he really said that? Or, wow, okay, I understand where he's coming from. Or, yeah, I like him. Or, ugh, I hate you. Like, you want to make sure you get that natural reaction.
Yes. So, yeah, okay. So, that's why these AEW stars that come in, I don't mind them going down. Because the way AEW is compared to WWE, it's drastically different. I mean, we saw that right now with Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
She needed time to... She was green in AEW.
She did.
And now she's a lot better than what she was a couple years ago.
Yeah, and if you notice, it's weird. A lot of TNA guys are kind of going right to the main roster. Like Jordan Grace, she came in and was plugged in. I mean, she was in NXT for a while, but I mean, they were using her in the Rumble and they were using her in other events. Maybe an NXT run wouldn't hurt him as much, but like, I feel like debuting him in the Rumble, like you would think that he would start on the main roster. But like I said, I think the Obafemi thing, like it's gonna mess him up.
I tell you what, the roster needs is a draft.
I agree with that. They need to mix it up. Same matches.
Agreed. We need a draft soon. Which they haven't announced that yet. We'll see. But let's continue. Let's go to the women's.
Yes.
I loved the women's match.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was better than the men's match, in my opinion.
I think it was the match of the night.
I think it was too. Let me list off these teams that are eliminated. Rhea Ripley was eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair was eliminated. Alexa Bliss was eliminated, which, by the way, the way they did Alexa Bliss elimination, I loved. Raquel was eliminated. Like, all these names that we thought were going to be the shoe in the win were all eliminated. The Liv Morgan winning, I really like that.
Did you not think Liv was going to win?
I didn't.
Really? I actually had her winning.
I don't know. I was worried that they're going to use her for Chamber because she's such a good inside the cage wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Where like they're like, okay, we need a woman in the chamber that's not Rhea Ripley,
Right.
because everyone's gonna be Rhea Ripley now if Rhea keeps winning.
Mm-hmm.
It naturally happens.
I like this move because if you think about it, Liv has had Mania matches. She's had women's championships. So a lot of people are thinking like, okay, well, wait a minute. She's already had moments. She's already had championships. Why are you going to give her the Rumble when you could just give her a chamber win, or you could just give her a number one contender win, or just, hell, say, yeah, you're facing this person because it's Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
If you think about, though, every year that Liv Morgan has had a Mania match, she's never had a proper build like a Charlotte Flair, like a Bianca Belair, like a Tiffany Stratton.
A Becky Lynch
Like
back
a
in the
Becky
day.
Lynch. Yeah. This is her first real time saying, okay, from the Royal Rumble, the official start to WrestleMania season, to WrestleMania, you know that you're going to be competing for a championship. So I'm all for it. Liv can cut a damn good promo. Love the whole Judgment Day storyline. I feel like there's going to be tension within the next couple months, too.
Which I can't wait.
I can't wait for it either. You got Roxanne Perez there, who, by the way, incredible.
I think Roxanne Perez is going to be the face of the women's division in the next couple years.
For sure. I mean, out of her, Julia, and Stephanie Valkyrie, I've always said Roxanne Perez.
Yes.
Always said Roxanne Perez.
Her charisma is just something to watch. It is amazing.
Yeah, and she's a really good wrestler, too.
Yes.
She can go in the ring.
Yes, she can.
And she's very believable, too. But Liv Morgan, I'm all for it. I don't know who she's going to challenge, though, because it's weird, because Cargill's kind of feuding with Grace right now, and Stephanie's kind of feuding with Raquel, so it's probably going to be Stephanie, in all honesty.
I like the Stephanie because that's a young talent, a little younger talent for
Yeah.
WWE fans. I know what she's done outside of WWE, but in the eyes of me as a WWE only type of guy, I would love the fact that she's with her. Because you're getting Stephanie Baker, arguably night one main event, in my opinion. If that's the matchup.
Probably. It would probably be night one Liv and then night two Roman Punk or whatever.
Yeah, which, by the way, back-to-back years of Punk.
Yeah. Good for him, man. He
He deserves it. It should have happened a long time ago. But that's another...
Another topic for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been a Punk guy.
Me too. But that's your night one, and that's a solid night one Mania. You're giving Stephanie arguably one of the best wrestlers of the age bracket of 30 to 40 right now
Yeah.
as your first main event. That's amazing.
Yeah, and even though Liv's been around for quite some time, she's in her prime right now.
Yes.
I mean, it feels like everyone's saying like, oh, well, Liv's already done this and Liv's done this. And they're acting like that she's like this old timer that's been hanging around. And I would say, no, she's right in the thin of her prime right now. Like, this is her best character she's had in years.
So, I think she's just scratching her prime.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we're anywhere deep in it.
No, this Mania run of hers is going to be great. I'm just hoping all goes well because she's been injury prone in the last couple months.
Yeah.
She's dealt with
But
stuff.
I think each one's been freak accidents.
It has been.
It's freak stuff happening, not normal.
So I'm just wishing her nothing but the best because I want to see a proper Liv Morgan run the WrestleMania. I think she's going to tell a good story. I don't care who it's with. It's going to be good either way.
Yeah, any way you look at it. And then a couple surprises.
A lot of surprises, yeah.
Yeah, Brie Bella.
How about that? Brie Mode.
Brie Mode.
Best theme song ever.
I'm
sorry. I had to. I hate that theme so much.
It's so bad.
It came on. I looked at my mom. I'm like, are we really about to listen to Brie Mode?
I'm shocked. I'm very shocked she came back.
Mm-hmm.
Because her departure, Brian's departure, wasn't the best,
Yeah.
which was well documented. So when Nikki came back, I knew that was happening. I was not expecting to get the other one. Do you think the other one's going to be around?
Yeah.
Or you think this was just a one-off?
I think she's going to be around. I think they're probably going to go for a tag title run. I just see it. It's probably going to be at Mania. I mean, ever since the women's tag titles were introduced, who do we all think of immediately? The Bella Twins.
Bella
Bella
Twins.
Twins are the best women's tag of all time. And I think
Best women's tags to not hold the title.
that is true. Well, you wouldn't even say all time?
I don't want to say all time, but definitely up there.
Who would be the all time then?
Whew.
All the women.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was thinking the Iconics is the other one, but I'm thinking
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
I mean, the only closest one would be Bailey and Sasha. That would
Yeah.
be the only close one. The golden role models.
Yes. So I think with Sasha Banks right now, I am so Sasha Banks out right now. It's not even a
Yeah,
question.
Mercedes
Crazy.
Moné needs to. I love me some Tony Storm, but Mercedes got to go.
Yes, agreed. Anyways, we'll get back to what we're saying. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a tag run with them,
I wouldn't either.
but I'm scared this is a one-off.
It probably is a one-off.
because her kids are very young.
Yeah, and
It's like that point that she want to be away when Daniel's away all the time.
exactly. And Brian's
And-
not even doing anything really notable either. He's just doing commentary.
Yeah,
So it's-
which kind of pissed off about. I love Brian in the ring,
Yeah, I don't think he's too happy about that either.
No,
Which
I don't think
I heard
he-
the rumors of him coming back.
which I would love for him to come back.
What a guy.
Now, talk about the women's match. Is there anything else you want to comment on it?
I will, yes. So that ending sequence was one of the best sequences I saw in a women's Royal Rumble match. The fact, like all three of them on the apron, soul snatcher attempt, Tiffany pulls her down, Liv hits Oblivion, takes Tiffany out. I don't know what it is, but that sequence was so good because in those last 3 seconds, I didn't know who was going to win.
No.
It could have literally been any of those three. And in all honesty, outside of maybe Tiffy, just because she had a run recently, everyone deserves it.
Yes.
I wouldn't have mind them pulling the trigger on Sol Ruka because she's the future by far. Tiffy, okay, she's great. We love Tiffy. But right now it's Liv Morgan's era. And that sequence at the end, picture perfect.
Agreed. Is there any unsung heroes from 2 Rumble matches that you want to bring up?
Any unsung heroes? Well, Javon Evans by far for the men.
Yes.
I mean, that kid out is incredible. He's younger than me, which is sad.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really weird sitting in this room talking to you with a neck brace. But Javon Evans is going to do great things. He reminds me a lot of a younger Kofi Kingston. Because remember when Kofi came in, he was like a little awkward with his promos, but he was flying over the place.
Yeah.
Javon Evans is doing that same thing. Like, I see the resemblance a lot. Women's Royal Rumble unsung heroes. I mean, you can make the case for Sol Ruka, but I'm going to say JC Jane, the NXT Women's Champion.
Yes.
She had a strong performance in that match.
Yes,
And
she
she
did.
kind of lasted a while, and then Sol hit her with the Soul Snatcher, threw her out. She's going to be an underrated talent for years to come. A lot of people aren't ready for JC. I think
Yes.
JC's going to be solid.
That's cool. I agree with you. Everyone you said. That was actually my list of the unsung heroes too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So because I watch NXT and because I want to know who's coming up,
Yeah,
and NXT right now is so much fun.
it is. Oh, yeah.
And I'm so jealous of Shawn Michaels working in that room day in and day out because he's having a blast with all those young talent.
Mm-hmm. They're fun. They're charismatic. They are hungry. They're ready.
Yes.
Athletic.
Very athletic, very fast. Their matches are a lot faster paced than
Yeah.
what we're traditionally used to in the main roster.
It's because now they're kind of scouting more like college athletes. They're not just scouting the indies. They're
Yeah,
scouting.
through that NIL program they have.
And I didn't agree with that at first because I was like, why? I was like, get some homegrown guys that's grinding on the indies because I'm an indie guy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, grind. But they're still looking at the indies. They're still bringing in some guys here or there. But now that I'm seeing guys like Obafemi who made the transfer, Tiffany Stratton who made the transfer, I mean, it's clear as day that's the future.
All right. Now, before we get out of here,
Yes.
before we wrap up this almost 2-hour long episode, it's going to be 2 hours because I have another segment underneath that me and I recorded earlier. So, Mania card. One or two matches. Let's go 2 for each. 2 women, 2 men's. You would love to see.
Just in general
Just
or
in general.
championships?
It could involve in championship, or it could be 2 matches that you wouldn't mind story wise to start.
Okay, well, my eyes immediately go to Gunther. What the hell is he going to do at Mania? Because I do not want him retiring a legend. And the one guy that also comes to mind that's not involved in a championship match that could be hanging up the boots pretty time soon is Randy Orton. I don't want to see it happen, but they did have a really good match at King of the Ring, so I wouldn't mind them revisiting that match again. So I would love to see a Gunther-Randy match, not for Randy's career, but I do want to see a Gunther-Randy match again.
Okay.
Women's side of things, and you're saying 2 for each?
2 for each.
Okay, we'll go with another men's. Carmelo Hayes got to defend the U.S. title at WrestleMania. I don't think there's I hate how they do it on the SmackDown before, so
Carmelo trick.
that's kind of where I was leaning. I would love a Carmelo trick feud because Carmelo's face trick is heel now, so it works. It works. I'm going to go Carmelo trick. Brock and Oba would be a fun one.
Ho, ho, ho.
Brock and Oba would be a really fun one.
I would love that match.
That would be a good match. And then Braun, it's probably going to be Braun and Seth. That's probably what it's going to be for the other men's match. I know I gave you like 4, but those are just some of the ones that came to mind. Women's side of thing, I really want to see this is where it's tough. I want to see Becky versus like a younger talent. So I want to see her put somebody over. So I wouldn't mind Becky and Julia. I think Julia could really benefit off Becky. I think Chelsea Green could be in that match. I think Maxine could be in that match. Natty and Maxine, they're having a really good feud right now.
Yes, they
too.
are.
Love their feud. Oh, see, this is tricky. You put me in a tough spot here.
Yeah, I know.
Let me hear some of yours.
So-
Get the gears turning.
Okay. So I know everyone wants this match as a championship match. I don't think this match needs a championship match.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned his name earlier. Not Gunther. Randy. I want a Randy-Cody match. So bad. But which one do you turn heel? That's what I feel like. Right now, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Randy's not going to be your heel in that match.
I don't think he is either.
I think we're going to get Homelander Cody. I'm making the joke. I know it's not going to be Homelander, but...
But no, he does comparisons.
Yes.
You think it's time to pull the trigger finally on Cody being a heel? I mean...
It's about time.
I can see it too with him and Fatu going at. Like you can see like shades like some heel tactic-y stuff out there. So
I wouldn't mind the story behind that, and for that to be Mania, because they can do a callback of Mania of yesteryear between him, Teddy
DiBiase Jr.
Jr. and Cody, that triple threat. Well, 2-on-1, kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, the legacy match, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Which, by the way, I think Legacy could have been so much better if they would have kept it together a little longer.
Well, yeah. I mean, they thought one guy was going to be better than the other, and they were totally wrong about that. But
Way
that's
wrong on that.
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong with Ted, so we're not going to dive into that. But anyways, with Cody, I would love that story being told. They've been hinting at it for fucking years.
I know. The only problem with that, though, is when you turn Cody heel, you can't have him take the loss to Randy.
No.
Because then you're going to immediately derail all the heel stuff that you were teasing for months. But what also sucks is Randy's winding down. Can he really take a loss right now?
I think to a Cody Rhodes.
Maybe to a Cody Rhodes, but like depending on the circumstance. I mean, Mania against heel Cody.
I wouldn't mind Randy taking the L and then winning the championship 2 months later.
Okay.
That's how I would see it being done, which could set up your SummerSlam between Cody and Randy again.
That could be, yeah.
It could do what Cena and Cody did, and Brock and Cody for that summer. So I wouldn't mind that happening. I wouldn't mind a Brock and Bronson Reed.
Oh, Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I've heard Brock and Braun, and I've heard Brock and Oba, but I haven't heard Brock and Bronson yet.
I think Bronson Reed needs a match against Brock.
Now, who goes over, though? That's the real question. Do you think, I mean, what is it going to be, 8 tsunamis or 8 German suplexes?
That match has to be a stipulation match.
So Division gets involved, or?
No. I think that has to be a stipulation for the intensity of that match. I think that needs to be a falls count anywhere. Let them just beat the shit at each other for 30 minutes.
Bronson Reed up in the rafters. Boom.
I know this ain't a fun thing to have because this is Mania. I wouldn't mind that being a draw. Knocking each other out.
Yeah.
And then you have a story down the road to work with. And you can keep telling it that. Mania is known as the story ender. Recently, it's been the story starter.
Yeah, it's been building for SummerSlam in months to come.
So you might as well keep that trend going with, honestly, a guy who needs it versus a guy who...
And you can make...
Brock is what he is right now, like anywhere like outside of wrestling. He's having so much fun. You could tell.
Yeah.
So I think if you pair him up, he loves fighting the bigger guys. And I don't feel like I don't want to pull the trigger yet on the young guy with Brock.
That's fair.
Rather have Bronson Reed with Brock and build the young guy up and then tease it at Rumble and then move on from there.
And the thing is, too, that you can add on to that is Brock has a history with Paul Heyman, who also is with Paul Heyman right now, Bronson Reed. So, I mean, you can easily interject Paul Heyman in there and make a story out of it.
Yes, agreed.
It's like the MVP Omos thing all over again when it was Omos and Brock. Even though the match made no sense, MVP still sold the story because you just have a mouthpiece.
Yes,
That's all you need is a solid mouthpiece to make a story.
And on the women's side.
Yes.
I want a Charlotte versus Alexa.
That's probably going to happen.
I want that story to be told. I want a glimpse into the future. A Tiffany Stratton versus Soul.
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
sign me up. That's my match for that one. Sign me up.
I want a glimpse in the future of that, and then I want a dream match of AJ Lee and Alexa Bliss.
Do you not think we're not gonna? I actually not think about it. AJ Lee and Becky. Do you not think they're gonna finally pull the trigger on that?
They probably are, which
it's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. But I wouldn't mind an Alexa versus AJ Lee. I don't know how they're going to tell that story,
It's gonna be weird.
but I want it told somehow, and I want it to be meaningful.
Yeah.
Because that's a dream match. Like, when AJ Lee came back, I had dream matches written up. Her and Alexa was one. Her and Liv Morgan is going to be one for me. Because, boy, that promo between them, sign me up to listen to.
Roxanne.
Oh.
It's gonna be so good.
But anyways, Austin, I appreciate you coming on injured and everything.
Very injured. Thank you.
Do you want to go and tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, so I host the podcast two Jagoffs every Thursday and every Sunday. New guest every Sunday, and then we usually do a random episode on Thursdays. I also do commentary for 880 Wrestling, IWC Wrestling, Canadian Deathmatch, and now Hybrid Championship Wrestling.
Nice.
Which is based out of Ontario.
That's
It's
cool.
gonna be a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Now socials, they can find you.
Instagram, Austin Cairns 412, and then X, LinkedIn, and Facebook, Austin Cairns.
Okay, we'll have that all in the description for you guys. Isaac's gonna go ahead and knock that out for us
Sweet.
Today.
Thank you, Isaac. You're my guy.
Yeah, I got
you.
you.
Here. We miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, bud. All right. Well, this was the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet. This was Austin Cairns, and we'll see you next week. Go ahead, enjoy the Super Bowl, and let's go Seahawks.